Welcome back, everybody, to some more Breath of the Wild. How about we say we jump into things, because we got a lot of grinding to do just for a Tunic. We're going to be focusing on upgrading the Tunic the Wild set at this point to max stats. That's our mission tonight.
That's a long mission.
Yeah, I was going to say, you want to introduce yourself here in the call? Got a different person this time around on Kokom.
Yeah, I'm Ethan, otherwise known as Topher087.
Yeah, this is the first time you've been in one of these streams. I mean, you're getting used
I
now
know.
more to the Kokom stuff, because you've been joining into Amber streams a lot, between uniques.
Yeah, I've been joining on Amber's Fire Emblem 3 Houses streams.
Yeah. So, I'm trying to remember how much we did already with this, because we have the, we started this again at 2 months and then took a 2-week break, so I'm like, alright, what do we upgrade again with the set of clothes? It was mainly just a cap. So we're already halfway there in the cap, but the actual trousers and the tunic itself are still level 1. So, I do have notes up based on what we need to get in terms of these items. So, we'll be good on that front. It's just going to take a while, because half of the things we need are hard items to find, like star fragments and pieces of the dragons. That's going to be a grind fest.
Yeah, especially the dragon pieces.
Yeah. But before we do any of that, I kind of want to just play around with something. Because in between that downtime of the last session and now, there's been a new glitch discovered in this game, because of course there was. Every time you turn around, this game is... It's like Ocarina of Time. The game, it keeps on giving. They find something new, like, every week.
Pretty much. I won't be surprised if 20 years from now there's still going to be glitches found in this game.
Probably. Just like with Ocarina. I feel like it's going to be that game that will just continue to have new discoveries.
Yeah, I agree.
I'll just get this shield out. So, a new glitch was discovered out of a previous one already, so I know I showed this a while ago, but bow smuggling is a glitch that is going to be primarily focused on here with this. It's just basically you grab something with the bow still out, because I'm not supposed to be able to do this, but you jump and press both the pause and B button at the same time, and then you go and unequip your shield. The bomb gets stuck in your hand. When you try to shoot, it's still there. So at this point, I can just do this.
What?
I don't even understand, but yep, that's the thing. And if I turn around and just start wiggling around, I can just gain speed. This is called BLSS. It's a new form of just moving around Hyrule as fast as you can. So yeah. This
That's
definitely
weird.
breaks the game more. Hey Kira, how you doing? Yeah, that direct, man. Oh, that was a really good one. One of my favorites that they've done in general all the while. Had a lot of big announcements that I'm excited for.
Yeah, I agree. There was a bunch of good announcements in that game, in that direct.
Yeah. The big one I'm kind of surprised about was the final announcement. That was huge. And Kirby. Kirby was another huge one.
Yeah, Kirby was.
Those we kind
Especially
of
since
see.
I wasn't.
Yeah, so go ahead.
Especially since I didn't even know about those rumors or leaks.
Yeah. Unfortunately, earlier today, apparently there was some, I think it was Nintendo Life, but there was some news outlet that did report on this leak from the Direct, and people were very upset, so they took down the article, and from what I heard, I think it was Kirby. So, the fact that, obviously, the biggest thing got spoiled to a lot of people is disappointing. I luckily didn't see it. I heard rumblings about something, but I never believed the stuff until I see real proof. So, for me, it's like, whatever, I shrugged it off. And I'm glad I did.
Same.
Yeah, I want to show a good demonstration of how this glitch can really be used, because this is actually a big deal for travel. I feel like this BLSS thing is going to change around speedrunning, because you can just kind of go however far you want, and there's really no limit to it. The only issue is you can only go horizontal. You can't really gain vertical height. You kind of can when you hit a slope, but it's kind of difficult. So, I'm actually going to demonstrate with the Birdman minigame here. This is a great use to just show how far Hyrule you can travel with just this one glitch. We're going to do it normally first, and then we'll use the glitch. Yeah, there was a direct leak, and I think it happened earlier this morning. It was such like a quick thing. I didn't really know about it, too, until I heard some of the complaints about it.
Oh, was it trending on Twitter?
I think for a little bit. Alright, so I paid this guy 20 rupees and he just says, alright, travel as far as you can. Alright, well, let's do that. And the easiest way to do this legitimately is use Revolvy's Gale, because then you can just gain extra height and go. And obviously you need as much stamina as possible. With 3 bars, I'm pretty sure we're going to go until we hit ground. Yeah, another huge thing at that direct is, I know there was rumors and speculation because of a controller model number leak about a new game service to the Switch Online, but people were not sure if that was actually going to be N64 or just they were going to pull the trigger on Game Boy. So I was thinking, yeah, it would be Game Boy because it just makes more sense. Nah, foot and mouth, it was N64, which is
64
huge.
and then Sega Genesis.
Yeah, they threw another one on top. It's like, okay. Sure, 2 for the price of 1 on that one. I'm just curious because it's supposed to be more expensive because it's a standalone tier in the membership. Like, what's that going to entail? They didn't announce it yet, so I guess we got to wait until next month when it officially rolls out.
Yeah, I hope it's just $5 more, to be honest.
Yeah, because I feel like that would be worth it. $5 more for 2 new libraries of games, it's big. But if you're not one to really play those library games they offer on Switch Online, then it's probably not going to matter. You'll probably just stick with a standard tier.
Yeah, because standard tier would be perfect for just multiplayer.
Yeah. Yeah, because just the base price alone for the multiplayer is fine. Especially with how little games there are for online capabilities on the Switch from Nintendo themselves. So I see a lot of people, like, if they don't care about those extra games, they'll still probably stick to the 20 a year.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's do this again, but now we're not going to play by the rules. We're going to do our own thing. So let's see, where do I want to go? Alright, what's like the best straight path area? I would say this direction specifically, because there's not many mountains, so I'll do that. I need my shield back out for this. Okay, there we go. The only tricky part is if you don't hit both buttons at the same time to activate this, you gotta do it again, but it's fine. Also, it'd probably help if Link didn't fall off the edge. To fully do the glitch, he needs to have, like, a step-up animation. So I don't know what happened there. It's fine. I can waste some of the money, because, you know, still rich.
Yeah, you have over almost 1 million.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, it's weird, actually, you can't go to 1 million in this game. It caps at 999,999. But to be fair, I don't think they ever expected players to even get that high, so they probably just thought, that 6 number cap, it'll be fine. It wasn't fine.
I think that was the cap for Pokemon in older generations.
That sounds right, yeah. Okay, there's your step up. Alright, well, as long as I don't let go of the stick, if it goes in neutral at all, this glitch deactivates, so I just gotta hold up and just wiggle. So before we got, like, what, close to 800 meters? Something like that? We're gonna bypass that here in just a minute. And then some.
Yeah, you're going by so fast.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the mini-map, it actually can't even keep up. If you go fast enough, Link just starts going fast on the mini-map itself.
Yep. And it keeps on freezing, too.
Yeah, because we're going so fast, the game has trouble loading the next section. It's just comical at this point. I'm supposed to be centered in that mini-map, and I'm more down right on it. So, game definitely doesn't know what to do. Case in point.
Yep, there's the freeze.
Every time it does this, too, I'm like, I gotta stop moving, because sometimes when the game hiccups like that, it does drop inputs. And I don't want it to drop in the middle of this. I want to go as far as I can. I did this, like, a couple weeks ago, and I got over 4,000 meters. Which is never possible in this game without something like this. If you want to just turn too, you just move the camera a little bit and just wiggle in a different direction, and like will turn.
Yeah, you could pass that.
Oh yeah, this way we might actually get the 5,000. If the game actually loads. Hang on, I gotta think. Okay, is it done thinking? Nope, still gotta think. Man, this is really getting stuttery. Holy crap. Game can't keep up. It might be better if you were playing a digital copy. Oh, I'll just drop the input there. Well, how far was that? I didn't get to read it before it dropped. It also takes a very long time to load because we're going on the other side of the map. Okay, 5,189.7 meters. Jeez.
That's so far.
Yeah. That was like half the map. Actually, it's probably more than that, now thinking about it. I can check probably with the hero path. Also, you still only get 100. That's
I think that was like 70% of the map at least.
Hi.
Only 100 rupees.
Yeah, we were over here. Wow. So that was more than half the map at that point. So, as you can see, this is gonna break speedruns, just flat out.
Oh, definitely.
Like, big time. Alright, let's work on getting some of these materials we need now. This is going to take a little bit on certain things. It's mainly going to be the dragon pieces and star fragments because there's no way to really speed that up. That's the unfortunate thing. Star fragments, I feel, we're just going to get random luck with that. They can come real early or they can come at 4 in the morning. And to think, if I want to do that for amiibo stuff, then I need like, what, 100 plus of those stinking things? That's why I'm still kind of debating how do I want to handle the amiibo-based gear. Should we even try to upgrade all of it because you can't even hold it all? Or should we just upgrade what we want? That's the problem.
Can that even be considered part of 100%?
I know at least in terms of like speedrun scenes and how the game tracker is, it's not. It's just an extra because you have to buy figures and they just figure, well, not everyone's going to get this. We can't log 100% by it. I had to get amiibo cards just to be able to do it. So that kind of proves that theory.
Oh.
Not to disappoint anything. Most of the amiibo you need to get the extra like clothing pieces, like the extra tunics or like a Fierce Deity outfit and stuff like that, they're discontinued. So there's no way of getting it. So you kind of have to just rely on these amiibo-based card things.
Yeah. Well, at least they exist.
Yeah. It's just trying to get something like the Majora's Mask Link to get the Fierce Deity set in this game. That could be pretty expensive. I mean,
Yeah,
some of
it
these
can
I'm
be.
glad I do have, but just not having them all is like, yeah, I'll get the cards. They cost like 20 bucks or something. That's fine. That's way better than buying each figure for like almost 50 a pop.
Yeah, that's not worth it at that point.
This is good that this dragon just can't appear in this area around 9. I need this guy's piece. I think I need... Well, I need both fangs and horns. That's the problem.
And he shoots fire everywhere. Anyway.
Yeah. So that also makes it hard. No matter what equipment I had, well, equipped at this point, he could still knock me out of the sky. The one I don't like dealing with is freezing. We get the Nature. That one's just going to be annoying if I don't have the right set on to avoid freezing. Alright, so that's a horn. Wait, which one of these? Wait. Okay, I need 2 shards of these horns, so I need that at least one more time. And I need 2 of his fangs, too. And 2 claws. 2 okay, I need 2 of everything. Also need more arrows, but I'll just buy them here. Because at least from what I remember reading, like, the Tunic of the Wild is one of the hardest, if not the hardest, thing in the game to fully upgrade. And then, like, all the amiibo tunics share the exact same upgrade path.
course they
So
do.
it's like, hey, do you like getting all these items? Now do it like 5 more times, because there's like a tunic per link. So I think there's like at least 5 tunics in the game, based on that. You got TP Link's tunic, Wind Waker tunic, Ocarina tunic, this one. Okay, well at least there's that 4. I gotta look at all the amiibo clothes to see. Can't remember all of them.
Wow.
Oh, no. I think I may need the beetle. Sorry. I know I need one... Well, no, I need the energetic rhino beetles specifically here. Like 18 of them. Okay, that should be enough.
Yeah. Oh.
Now comes the fun part, just resetting the area every single, like, 5 minutes.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, there's no real way to speed this process up, sadly. But at least sleeping
there
and getting as close to the spawn points here makes it a little bit better. Or at least the dragon stuff. Actually, is that technically a ledge up? I might as well just do this then. Show off the new tech. Okay, excuse me, how do you step up and then fall? That's a new one. Step up. Okay, guess I'm not allowed. I mean, at this rate, the dragon will be here anyways, it's fine. We just want the dragon.
Does not want to cooperate.
There we go. It's still relatively new, so I'm still getting the hang of the timing too. Because you have to hit like 2 buttons at the same time just to get it to activate. And then sometimes that happens. Alright, we'll just go with the old classic. At this point, the dragon should be just about here anyways. Yeah, there it is. Just right around the corner. It didn't matter. Hey, thanks for the host there in chat. And if you are in chat, Matt, how you doing? Say I get one of these horns again. Okay, it wasn't that bad. At least the fire doesn't knock me right out of the air, so I don't care if I get hit. I can tank the damage. Okay, there's a second horn.
Plenty of hearts.
I'll mark that off. Now I guess I just work on the fangs next. Actually, now thinking about it, I should probably just put down a warp point on the bridge, and I could just set campfires. Oh, he's away at a moment, so I guess that's Amber in chat. How you doing?
Hey, Matt.
I have a fire weapon. Yeah, here we go. Keep that equipped then for the campfire. Sorry, I need another bed.
Oh.
Regular customer at this point.
Oh.
Why don't you just live here?
I know. You're never at your home, Link. You're always at someone else's. Why'd you even buy a house?
Oh.
I bought it just to hang up my weapons. Oh, I forgot I still my horse out. Alright, let's be careful about the whistling, because this bridge, very easy to kill a horse. I've done it before. Not do it again. I want a reenactment of like a couple years ago on just the stream alone. Oh. Alright, fine. We'll do this. It's fine? It's fine. Okay, maybe it's not fine. Doing a bit better now. That's good to hear. I'm doing alright, though. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, I'm doing alright too. Did you get the computer sorted out, Matt?
Okay, can I not hit the wall with every jump? Oh, I just realized. I hope that portal wasn't going to be a problem, because I remember last time we were trying to grind a dragon, I read that those portals mess with the spawning. If that's the case, I'll just move it. I'm very worried about when we have to do this with a nature dragon, because half of the areas the stuff can drop is water. I don't have the best track record when this stuff goes in water.
No.
Okay, that's one claw. I need 2. Yeah, I need 2, so I gotta do it again.
Just one more time for this dragon.
Well, at least in terms of this piece, because then I still need 2 scales and 2 fangs. You pretty much, at least from what I've read with this stuff, you need 2 of every dragon piece from every one of the 3 dragons. So it's a lot at that point.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it definitely is.
trying to find ways at least to speed this up kind of helps. I know at least for the nature dragon, I know this warp point thing screws that up. So if I put the thing... I'm trying to think. If I put it like near the top of a mountain and then fly down, it should be okay. Got a program now to recover files, and hopefully it works. If not, then don't know what I'm going to do. Yeah, I hope that does work. I've had a similar issue last year. It was kind of my bad, but I had a hard drive just kind of freeze up in the middle of doing a backup, and I was like, oh, I need to like fix this or something. So I unplugged it for a split second to like move it to a different USB port, and like, oh crap, no, it's still doing a move, and that corrupted the whole thing. So I had to use a data recovery program, and it got back most of the stuff that did get corrupted. I think there was only a handful of files I still have to download, like maybe 5% of what was on the drive, because it was all video stuff that was on YouTube. Because both a live stream backup drive and then like an extra hard drive I had that just had raw footage on it, both got hit. I was able to recover all the raw footage, but not all the live streams. I got majority of the live streams though that I had backed up at that time. I like to keep these files that I do export on drives, because if I ever want to use them again, I don't have to deal with YouTube compression and the waiting times of just downloading. Hey, come back here! Come on. Taking a gust of wind. You guys have been coming through. So yeah, not having those files was a little annoying for a bit, but at least I got them. The only one last year that I had to recover that was a pain was for some reason the Skyward Sword stream I did last year, like the first part. For some reason, the YouTube version glitched, like on YouTube itself. So I had to download it from the YouTube dashboard in 720p. Now it's actual 1080p because it just wouldn't download otherwise. I don't know what was going on.
That's just weird.
So I had to actually delete the video after I got it off YouTube and re-upload it because I couldn't select anything past 360p on watching it back. Like the thing, it processed properly, and then a year later almost, it just broke. And I don't know why. Meanwhile, that's happening like with almost every video now. They just don't process because I don't know what's going on with this website. Like for some reason, the processing on YouTube just gives up.
That's really just weird, though.
It is. There's really no reason for it to be that bad. Picture you can do without, but you can remake the Photoshop files, but you just put the video files on a few docs you have in 2007. Yeah, I don't blame you. You just want to get the stuff back in general. It doesn't matter what exactly. It's just some of it's sentimental if you had it for that long. So I would feel the same at that point. I would just want it back.
Yeah, I would too.
It actually happened to like a family computer of ours years ago. It was running Vista, and I got a virus on it. But I was able to notice, like, okay, there is something going on with this, so I'm going to try to back up what I can. I'll start with the pictures. Well, it's a good thing I did, because when I finished backing up the pictures, then the computers wouldn't turn back on. Oh. Well, I made a smart decision here, because nothing else we were able to recover back then. The whole drive got wiped, but I had the pictures, which is all we really cared about.
Yep.
Because we had pictures spanning back from, like, the early 2000s on that machine.
Oh, you would definitely want those then.
Yeah, because
sure.
there's no other traces of them. Because at the time, that's like when you only have like one computer in your household. Because like that was before laptops were really a big thing, so you just stored all your stuff on like a desktop. Watch, I have so many different drives just because of stuff like that. So I just don't want to take a risk. Put like one of everything on like 3 different things, and then alright, I have that layer of redundancy, so if one thing fails, it's somewhere else. But there it is. I was like, where's the dragon? This scale is the easiest thing to get. Just hit anywhere on the body and you're most likely getting a scale. Which includes half the time on his fangs or his claws. Hit detection can be weird.
Yeah.
It makes it easy though to use this ancient bow.
Weird.
Yeah. I like using the ancient bow more for this stuff because of just how bad some of the other bows' reach can be with these dragons. So it does help just to have that.
Yeah,
Take a
it's an
coin.
area of effect, I think.
Yeah, well, specifically, like, with the bow itself, like, this, out of all the bows, has, like, the straightest shot in the game. So, you don't have to worry about missing. It's something to do, it's, like, it's a weird gravity effect, because it has the same properties as all the bows, but it has, like, half of the gravity on it, so the arrows just go straight.
Oh, I see.
Like, the only bow in the game that has, like, this weird gravity property on it. Because the other bows, like, if they shoot straight, it's just because they have some extra value about it. Just makes them shoot straighter, not because it's like, oh, we're messing with gravity.
Yeah, it might have to do with like some weird weight system.
Yeah. Okay, now it's actually Matt in chat. Okay, how you doing there, Matt? I just like when I read like a Matt comment and I see, "Hi, I'm back as Matt." It's like, whoa. So, did the imposter leave, or is this just the real one? I'm confused.
I was very confused earlier.
Yeah. I'm used to it though. Okay, so now I just need the fangs, which, that's gonna be weird to hit. I gotta hit, like, close to the mouth.
Oh,
Where
hey,
it's easier to get
Matt
the
and Never
horn than the
separated their
fang.
accounts now.
Wait, what was that?
Now they're both on chat.
Oh, yeah, no, that. I seen that, yeah. Oh, no, don't. Okay, just stay there. I don't like when it hits the side of a mountain because half the time it rolls. Please, just stay. Okay, good. That is a fang. For a second, that looked like a horn. A lot of these rhinos. How many rhinos do I need? Because in almost every tier, I see that energetic rhino beetle. That's like 5, 5, 18. Okay, I need like close to 30 of these things. That's a lot of beetles. How the heck do you even get those beetles? I gotta look that up. Oh, that's in an object map. I gotta say, you know, this is Trying to complete this game when it launched in 2017, yeah, it's probably a nightmare. Trying to complete it nowadays in 2021 with like a bajillion tracker sites, yeah, that's way better.
Yeah, it makes it easier.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about where's this thing, I can't find it, or did I get the Korok in this area? It just makes it so much easier when you actually can mark it off. I feel bad too.
100% your games.
I still have like a Breath of the Wild guide that I got back in the day because it was a free thing at the time on Amazon. It's like some weird promotion thing they did. And it's still just sealed because like I don't need it because Google exists.
Google is the ultimate guide.
Pretty much, especially when it comes to a game like this. And I think half the stuff I even need to know is not even in the guidebook. Like, where do you find the energetic beetle? Oh, figure it out on your own.
You know, that's what half the guides say.
Yeah, pretty much. I know still one of the most infamous guides, I think, was the Final Fantasy IX guide from back in the day on the PlayStation, because it didn't even have anything in it. Like, to know more, go to our website. Why'd I buy this piece of paper?
I know, it was probably like $30 back then, right?
Yeah, and then all you get is a website link, which was kind of a waste. Okay, I think, was it from here? Oh, I remember it was like, oh, here we go. Yeah, this is the marker I put down, so this is where I need to go for the next dragon. Zachary will be saying that screw Nickelodeon All-Stars hosting the final Smash track the same day. Yeah, we were actually talking about that earlier in the call here before we started the stream, but it just so happens the Nickelodeon All-Stars game release is the exact same day as a Sakurai Presents for Smash.
Yeah, October 5th.
Yeah, he coming out here saying, forget that Smash clone. Here's the real Smash Brothers. Look at that game. Like, of all the timings for it, I swear, it's like a slap in the face. You know it wasn't planned to be like that, it just kind of worked out.
Yeah.
No, I can't get too close to the spot with the warp. How close can I realistically get? I might say, like, we'll try like this hill. It should be far enough away from the spawn point of the dragon where it doesn't interfere. I'm still kind of curious for like who could even be the final character at this point for Smash, just because of how varied this roster is out of all the games. Because out of all of them, this is definitely the biggest third-party roster we've ever gotten. But even for first-party, it's all over the place.
Well, before Matt got the call, he was talking about it's probably Pokemon.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine what kind of Pokemon it would be.
Yeah, both him and I are speculating it could be that if it was a first-party, because that's at least a track record for every new Smash game. They try to get a new Pokemon in there. Since they've already did one for Gen 7, it does make you think would they even try for a Gen 8er, and if they did, the DLC is their last chance. Yeah, this might actually
They
be
didn't
too
even try
close.
for Gen 6 back then either.
Well, they had Greninja for Smash 4, so that was their Gen 6,
Oh,
right?
right, that, I forgot.
Yeah. It's been so long, yeah, it's easy to forget.
It's Gen 5 that they skipped.
Yeah. It would make you think if they did do that now, like backpedaled, who would they even add from Gen 5? Because the only one I think of right away that could work is maybe Zoroark, but that's also very similar to Lucario for a fight style.
Yeah.
Okay, what do I need here exactly? I do have 2 horns, so I don't need the horns, so I'm going to mark that off. I need fangs, claws, and scales, so just hit them anywhere. What? Excuse
no.
me. How? It was on solid ground. Just did a 180. All right. Well, at least it's on a bridge. I'll just make this easier. It's the Majora's Mask. Just put that on. Also, give me speed up food at this point. I gotta make more. Wow, I have like no speed up food left. Only got one more thing of 30 minutes up.
Yeah, when is the next blood moon anyway?
That's a good question. I mean, I don't even know if I still got to a point where there is someone in the map that tells you, because there's supposed to be someone in one of these stables that says a blue moon's approaching. Every time I look where I'm supposed to, I don't see the guys. I have no idea. If I have to imagine, we had one not too long into last session, like an hour to an hour and a half in. So if that's the case, we probably won't see another blood moon until, like, maybe another hour and a half into this one.
About halfway through the stream.
Probably. Okay, I did not mean to get that many pieces of wood. I only need one for a campfire. I hope this is far enough away for a warp point, because I don't want that dragon to just not spawn. This one's just weird to get spawned. I don't understand, because I can put this warp point right on top of another dragon, and it's fine. But then this one, not so much. It's just too close, it just messes with his spawn. I can also get rid of this pin now. Don't need it.
Yeah, I think it's probably an oversight on their part.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, it's far enough away, because there he is. Yeah, it's weird. It has to probably do something with the draw distance limitations the game has. I mean, you notice when you do glitches like wind bombing or the new BLSS and just fly everywhere, the game has so much pop-up if you go too fast. So it does take a moment to load in new data. Fortunately, since it's raining, I really can't do much to get back over here. I might have to, like, find a random little lip in the rocks just to make a campfire. I wish you could just go up to the mountain, too, and just catch this dragon there, but we kind of seen him last time. That doesn't work. It doesn't spawn in the mountain.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, I'll go for the Malf. Malf's gonna be hard to hit, so I might as well get that. I should have re-equipped my freezing stuff. Yep, that was a mistake.
It's my pleasure.
Where did that even drop?
Ooh. Oh.
Okay, at least Lionel didn't see me. That's fine. Okay, there it is. I see it.
I forgot about Mufus Grace.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good thing I had it, because otherwise, I don't even know how many fairies I even have left. I have to start getting more fairies soon enough. I keep on making mistakes like that. So note to self, put back on the other piece of this armor so I don't get frozen. Now to find a little cutout just so it's not raining. Is this good enough? Nah, this is still melting away my sword. Got like some little lip down here. Wait, what if? This might actually work. If this does, I'm gonna be shocked. Okay, it actually will work, not in that state, but this is actually a feasible idea. Let's just get as far over. Okay. Might fall again. I can't believe that
We
worked.
got it.
You know, realistically, that should just melt the ice block. And it's still here. Yeah, okay, yep. Physics in my Zelda game? Nah, man.
That's some very solid ice.
That has to be past the freezing point if it survived fire.
Especially for a whole night.
Yeah. Yeah, pass a whole 24 hours with fire on you? Okay. Doubt.
How's Link now dead?
Yeah, even better question at that point. Okay, but the nice thing now is that even if the dragon didn't spawn, which he did anyway, so it doesn't matter. But even if it didn't spawn, I'll be far enough away I can send out a campfire and he can just come out. As long as it doesn't rain, we don't have to do weird jank like that. Okay, I don't see the Lionel. That's not a good sign. Gonna jump me if I'm not careful if I fall down. I gotta remember I have the Lionel mask though for that reason. Because I always forget. That's the one you need so he doesn't see you. Because Majora's Mask he always ignores. Like the one enemy that can actually ignore it. Well, one of like a few. I think Keys can also attack you with that. Or I might also be confusing with the Stone Mask because that also has weird properties. Because, you know, I've been playing that game for like a year or two.
Oh, the Stone Talus?
Oh no, like the Stone Mask from Majora's Mask. It has the same weird properties. Some things see you and some things don't.
Oh.
I do find it interesting. I actually just recently played the preview demo of that game that was released right before Majora's Mask actually shipped West Side. And they let you play like one of 8 different scenes in the game. One of them's the Pirate's Fortress, and they just give you the mask there. They just give you Stone Mask. Like, alright, well, there goes all the challenge in this demo. I don't know why I did that, but thank you, I guess. And also give you hook shots, so it also makes that whole section pointless.
That's just weird. What's the point of the challenge then?
Yeah, there's really not much of a challenge at that point. But to be fair, most of those files, you start with like every item in the game. The only ones you don't is like 3 of them. The prologue, which makes sense, you start with nothing. And then like there's 2 that you can play in Woodfall, which has you only have the items you had going into the dungeon with 1 extra bottle. Still have all the masks though for some reason, but you at least don't have other items that can break things, like the hookshot. You also have 8 keys, which is even weirder. I'm thinking that's a leftover from Debug.
Sounds about right.
A lot of like weird nuances I'm still like learning now because I'm working on that bonus content. Hey, get back here! There was even a 3DS demo too, which I never even knew existed until recently.
Yeah, 3DS has some really weird unfinished projects.
Yeah. They also handled demos for that system weird too, because half the time demos would be released on the eShop, so you could just download them, and you can either have those demos you can play indefinitely, or like those weird, you can only play them like 5 times, and then we lock you out demos. But then there were some that were never released on the eShop, and it's like, you gotta go in the store to play this, it's the only place we have it. Okay, sure. But why can't you just put that on the eShop in this digital age? That Majora one honestly should have just been put on the eShop, because it already had all limitations any demo would have, so it's not even the full game. Like, you can't even explore most of the game. They lock off all areas in Terminal Field. You can only explore for a handful of minutes, and then you get booted back to the main screen, so it's like, yeah, you can just put that on the eShop.
That kind of reminds me of the Smash Bros. Brawl, like, demo reels.
Oh, yeah. It was the same deal, because they only had a few minutes and they kick you. I gotta just come up. Which one of these? Okay, got the fang. Okay, no, I do have 2 of the fangs. Wait. I must have marked the wrong thing then. I need 2 shards of something else, and I marked the thing off. The scale, horn, fang. It's the claws I don't have. Alright. Oh, gyro, please. Okay, good. At least that one didn't slide off. swear, sometimes it's like a golf ball when it hits the ground. It just bounces indefinitely.
Yeah, it does. I've noticed that. And then sometimes it goes into the water.
Yeah. I swear, it's a 50-50 for me when it goes in the water if you can even collect it. Because when I'm grinding out pieces of the other dragon, it just doesn't stay. Oh, I already have claws. Oh, yeah, that's right, because it's on a different screen. That's why I wasn't sure. Okay, so I got 2 of everything from this one, so that's good. Now, what do I need for the other dragon? Because I have... Oh, I got everything from that. All right, good. So 2 shards of just... Wait. 2 shards of dragons? What? Okay, I need to fact check my own notes because I wrote down just dragon's horn for one of these, and what is dragon's horn? There's 3 dragons.
It's gotta be one of them.
Yeah, it's like, which one? Figure it out. I must have just forgot a piece. I assume, just based on what I have, I should have all the dragon pieces needed. I don't know why the heck I just wrote down, like, dragon. Should be fine. Famous last words there. I can probably go check one of these fairy fountains just to confirm.
Yeah, I'll definitely tell you, give you an estimate of what you have.
Yeah, I won't be able to see some of the stuff if it's in later tiers, but I think at least for the cape of the at the cap of the wild ones, I should know which dragon pieces I already have because that should be next on the docket for upgrades. I think cap's for Roche. So if I didn't write that down, I don't understand, but I should be fine regardless. Okay, well I can upgrade these things now, but let me see. Yeah, Feroce. Why didn't I? Okay. I'm just gonna correct past mistake. We're good on the dragon pieces then, because I have all ferocious stuff from way earlier in this series. I just need those dang beetles. I gotta figure out where the heck the beetles are.
Yeah, I remember when you were doing the ferocious dragon. Like,
Yeah.
maybe...
That's the easiest one, the game to grind. That's you can just get those whenever by just constantly resetting. And just shoot and shoot and shoot until you just get all the pieces you want on the map.
Yeah, that was like 3 months ago, right?
Yeah, that was a while ago. Probably even longer than that. It's hard to tell because of all the like we've been kind of doing Breath of the Wild stuff since January. Once in a while, I may skip a week here and there, but for the most part, we've been kind of consistent. But it's also all kind of a blur after a while. Oh, I need more of the beehives. Okay. But outside of that, I'm good.
Yeah, Matt. Mario 64 was in the N64 online lineup.
Yeah, when they announced that, they started with Ocarina of Time as the flagship game, and then the second game they showed in that trailer was Mario 64. So it's there. Oh, I need my sensors. I'll probably just do the beehives first.
You know, I also noticed Kirby 64 in that lineup too.
Yeah, I don't think that's there on launch. I think they said that's one of the games that's upcoming, like Majora's Mask, F-Zero X, and also Banjo-Kazooie, which was the big one.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone saw Banjo coming.
No. Especially since it's a Microsoft IP now.
Yeah. Yeah, so because they got Banjo and Smash and are already working with Microsoft, I guess that partnership they were able just to take advantage right now and say, hey, while we got Banjo, can we just get his game as well so we can put it on this online service? The dang beehives. Could have swore they had an entry.
But they might as well have done the rare collection.
Yeah, I mean, it's close, but I think the only problem with that is more or less some of the games on there is like fully on Microsoft's licensing, and I don't know if they'll share it. Because things like Grabbed by the Ghoulies, for example, since that was something that started on the Xbox. I don't know if they want to part with that.
Oh, that's true.
But that's where I was like, I would love to see that, but I don't know if they would part with certain games. It would be a big deal if they did, because that would mean that'd be the first time it'd be released outside of a Microsoft platform.
I kind of hope we see Parasite Eve too.
Yeah, that'd be pretty nice. Yeah, it's kind of funny when you think about that. Yeah, Matt, we got Mario 64 last year because of this collection that they released for the 35th anniversary, and now a year later, it's like, yeah, by the way, it's just gonna be included in your online membership now if you get this extra tier. Like, okay. So, I guess we were right. They're gonna just sell us each game individually in some fashion. So in this case, they're just gonna make them separate and put them on the Switch surface in some way. So I can fully expect them doing the same thing with something like Sunshine Galaxy as standalones on the eShop.
Yeah, Sunshine and Galaxy would have to be standalone because they're not
Yeah.
adding GameCube or Wii yet.
Yeah, I doubt that. Conquer, I would love to see that. I highly doubt we're going to get Conquer on the online service because of it being rated M. I don't think we have a single adult-themed game on the online service with the NES and SNES. Because those were the eras before ESRB, so I can't even say, like, rated M.
Yeah, because it was just kids to adults.
Yeah.
That's the entire rating.
I think, like, the highest they would probably go is maybe PG-13 style, so like a rated teen game. But even that, I'm like, would they even want to do that on a service like this?
Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know if they want to go that route just because it would maybe cause some issues for them when it comes to just having it all in one package. Like, well, each game has a different rating that may make it a little hard for us to advertise this as like a family plan thing. They may not want to do that. I don't know, I guess the time will tell, depending on what they add to the lineup.
Yeah.
The Switch Online won't be Shindu or high-res texture. Yeah, it was probably going to be the same version they had on the Wii Virtual Console, so it'll probably just be the standard release of Mario 64 in the States. The Japan version, it's probably going to be Shindu, because from what I heard, every time they re-released Mario 64, it was always that later version. Because the Wii Virtual Console was also Shindu for Japanese users. That's how a lot of people first learned about it.
Actually, Wild Guns is rated T13, and that's on the Super Nintendo.
Okay, so maybe I am wrong about that. Yeah, they are sometimes going to put a game on there that's rated teen. I need to see. I have everything for the log, but... Yeah, no, it is in my pictures. Okay, so why... Gotta figure out where the heck would they even be in the target system. It's not our monsters. I doubt that. Not equipment. Not treasure, so it has to be under material, but I did not see a beehive here. To be fair, half my pictures, you can't see what's in them. Actually, let me do this. This is making it easier on me, too. I'm going to see what is its value in the Hyrule Compendium. That can narrow it down. This would be so much easier if I had a sensor. I'd be surprised I had GameCube down the line. I was saying for a long time they probably won't do N64 because it is kind of a harder thing to emulate, and they're kind of long games, so that would feel like something they may not even do. And then they did it. So because of that, I now kind of changed my stance on even GameCube. Possibly. They possibly could.
It's very real that they might do that at some point.
Yeah, since now they've already kind of proved me wrong when it comes to the N64 thing, I can see them doing that now with GameCube, but I don't think... Oh, here it is. It's the final thing, of course. I don't see them doing that for a very long time because, from what I've heard, at least with the Sunshine port on the All-Stars collection, like, it had to be kind of... They had to make an emulator just for that game. So they now have one for GameCube, but to get all games to work with it, that's going to take a while. Because whenever you build an emulator for like one thing, and then you try to cram something else into it, it may not work. It may not be the most stable. So if anything, they may just do GameCube stuff as like standalone releases, instead of like an actual online collection, because that might be easier. And plus, they can charge more money for it, and that's usually what a company like Nintendo would do.
Yeah. Maybe like $20 per GameCube game.
Yeah, I could see that. A lot of those games still hold up their value, so people would definitely pay $20 for a GameCube title. Especially for those games that are still sought after. Like, hey, you want to re-release Melee? Here's $20. Okay, that'll be sold out in seconds because people fly to the shelves for that.
And then they already have a Wii emulator too, because some Wii games are on the eShop on Wii U.
Yeah. Well, that's not really emulation at that point, because since the Wii U has Wii hardware on board, it's just playing off of that. But they now have a Wii emulator because of Galaxy. Well, kind of.
Oh,
They had
that's
to
true.
rebuild Galaxy. That's a whole new game, not even an emulation. But since they did that and Skyward Sword, they've proven we can work with Wii games and we kind of know what we're doing. And then Sega hires out a company and fails. They didn't know what they were doing with Wii games.
Yeah, I can expect more Wii games in the future.
Yeah. Just if they're maybe from Sega, maybe don't get them. If Colors taught us anything, it could be an issue if it's not from the first party.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait on Sonic Colors.
I have it on a wish list now for Epic Games, so if it does go on sale on PC, that's when I'll pick it up. Until then, I'll just stick with my broken Switch version. Like, I already got it for half off. It's alright for like $20, nothing more. It makes me so sad too, because that game, it shouldn't have been that big of a problem, but since it's not an emulation of any kind, it's just rebuilt from the scratch, it just, yeah. Now we can see what happened. This is a team that just didn't know what they were doing with this game.
Yeah, I really wanted it too.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like one of my most look forward titles this year, because Colors is one of my favorite Wii games, and then it's like, well, here it is, but it's broken, it barely works. It makes you think if Sega did just develop that in-house, would it be nearly as bad? Because sometimes they're glitchy and sometimes their games are not.
I guess it depends on the team.
Yeah. And who knows, like, because they're trying to get out that new Sonic game at some point, because I already kind of regret announcing it as early as it did. I think they're putting all their efforts towards that, for Sonic Team at least.
Yeah, most likely.
Because, like, we still haven't even heard any new news about this, like, Sonic Genesis collection of games. Like, it's just Genesis games we got, like, almost every year. In fact, we're getting it again this year. It's coming to the Switch via a new collection. So, come on.
And then again on Nintendo Switch Online. With
Yeah, I
Sonic
mean, that's
2.
what I mean. It's like, it's coming because of this service. It's like, we're already getting another version of Sonic 2. But you guys haven't talked about your new version of Sonic 2 coming out. Like, I'm so confused. It was
Which
not a
one's
good area.
which one's better?
Yeah, that's the problem. I would hope that this new one would be better, because at least in the footage, it looked like it was the Christian Whitehead version, the mobile port, which has more content and also has widescreen support. So I would hope it'd be the better version if it is that version of the game.
I gotta go eat dinner. I'll be
Okay.
back in a little bit.
Okay, that's fair. Yep, enjoy your dinner and see you back here in a bit then. Where the heck is this beehive? It's like right here. This way? I don't like playing hot and cold here. Not that I even have a map too, and it doesn't really tell me the exact location. Weird. Yeah, I'm like, with Sega right now, I'm really kind of concerned. I can see Nintendo putting out good quality ports of games from like GameCube and Wii, but then with Sega, I'm like, I don't know about this. And you can't even announce new news about a simple Sonic collection. That's, oh no. When I see stuff like that happen, I get worried. Okay, that's not it. Over here. Is it beeping to the one up top of the mountain? Because on my map, I see one on top of this mountain, and if that's what they're expecting me to go get, I'm sorry, that's a climb. Just for one beehive? Oh, please be in here. I think this could have a beehive. Okay, good, it's this one. I was gonna say, don't expect me to go up a mountain for that. That's a little extreme. Okay, how many beehives is that? It's not the beehive. 7, and I needed... ... I need 10. Okay, so I need 3 more of these things. Next best place, I think, will be over... I think over here? Yeah, it should be in this lake area. Oh yeah, Matt, you can go ahead and join the call. Ethan and I are still in that call we made earlier to watch the direct, so it's still going. You just jump straight in. So go ahead. It would definitely help to have the company while I'm just looking for a random beehive here and there. Something on my face.
Hey, Lester.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm okay. Now I'm gonna pop out the stream. Hold up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, now
that
you can
I'm
just, kill stream, look at chat, because I'm giving you the direct feed. Of Mario Party, they add more Woods DLC eventually. Yeah, I would hope so too, Kira. That'd be nice. Also, hey, Amber. Didn't mean to cut you off.
Nah, I'm used to it.
Pop out chat. There.
Sorry, it's
Yeah.
Discord lag. Don't tell her it's me being rude.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you say something?
I'm sorry, I went deaf for a split moment, so I didn't have to hear you.
I'm actually looking forward to the new Mario Party.
Oh yeah, same here, because everything they've
Definitely,
shown
nowadays-
about it, it looks really good and very packed in terms of content. Like, let's not kid ourselves, Super Mario Party is pretty packed of content too, but just from what I'm seeing here, there seems to be even more stuff to do, especially for a single-player side of things. Which I know for a party game, you can't expect single-player content. That's not really its nature, but that's a bonus to me, and I always like to see that. I mean, heck, the original Mario Party, starting with 3, had story modes that were single-player only, and they were some of the highlights of the original games.
Yeah. Since they showed Horde Land from Mario Party 2, I was like, yeah, I'm excited now.
Yeah. Yeah, also there's that too, Kira. It's gonna help that this Mario Party is gonna just have online from day 1, compared to Super, which took like 2 years. Well, no, like 3 years, because it came out in like 2018. So that's gonna help a lot too, because a lot of people, when that game came out, they scoffed at the online mode being like 4 minigames and that's it. Like, what? Why did he even bother? Why I wanted to play the boards online? This is a waste. And because of it, they just didn't pick up the game. But then when the news headlines hit of saying, oh yeah, this game now just got an online update after almost 3 years of release, sales just all of a sudden increased dramatically for the game. Like, it was already selling pretty well, but then it's like, oh, online? All right, I'm picking it up.
Lester, MPD wants to disagree with you on your first statement because it sold 13 million copies.
Well, it's still in like the
Before
top 10
the-
of games being sold, and that's before the game got the online mode. Because families would
Yeah.
buy it.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. And it bundled with like Joy-Cons, and even later on, I think there was a bundle that also came with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with the game. So they did try to get the game out in like multiple formats.
You can also thank that game that we're not getting Mario Kart 9, but we're getting Final Fantasy Kart though.
Yeah. I mean, heck, this one's going to support up to like, what, 64 racers at a time? Like, this Final Fantasy
wanna
racing game has a lot. And it's like, it didn't even
I
look
like
like it was
Kart.
that big of a budget game, but it has more content than Mario Kart.
It's
At least in
it's so
surface.
weird. Like, I know Gran Turismo 7's coming out and all that other stuff, but I'm just like, I don't even like realistic racers anymore. I just want to play kart games.
Yeah, those are my favorites. Like, I'll play me a good sim racer, like maybe the Forza Horizon games, just to kind of explore, but I'm not going to play it for just the racing aspect. I like kart racers more, because I like that chaotic mess that you can just sit down with friends. And anyone can play the game. It doesn't matter your skill level. You can be terrible at
Yeah.
kart racers and still have a good time.
I just saw this just now, but I guess Chris, the initiative just tweeted out that they're an update about Perfect Dark, and I completely forgot Perfect Dark's
Oh,
getting
wait,
like
what?
rebooted.
They just randomly just say, hey, but we got an update about this game, because that was out of nowhere. We haven't heard about it since the Game
they-
Awards from last year.
It says Perfect Dark update We are partnering with Crystal Dynamics, the world-class team behind character-driven games such as Tomb Raider, to bring the first-person spy thriller to the new generation.
Wow. Was not expecting Crystal Dynamics of all people for them to partner with now. I mean, I'm curious where that'll go, because the problem is Crystal Dynamics now has not had the best track record for the past couple years. Starting with Shadow of the Tomb Raider, their reputation's starting to go down a bit.
Yeah, not only that, Avengers kind of...
Well, that didn't help it, yeah. That's what I mean. It started with Shadow of the Tomb Raider, because people were very mixed on that. And then the new Avengers game came out, and people were like, what is this hot garbage? It's an 8x8 Toady Seed for sounds of it. I mean, that's still a lot of people just for a simplistic kart racer. So that's still a lot of people playing the game.
When they talked about the Mario movie and they started talking to the cast, I was like, what the hell timeline are we in?
I know. Of all the things, when I hear all the people, it's like, here's Chris Pratt as Mario. By the way, we also got the actual voice actor of Mario, but he's just going to be a guest appearance. Like, what? Why? Excuse. It's an animated movie. Why? Charles Martinet could just voice Mario.
It says Jack Black is Bowser. Wait, what?
I know, of all the ones, I went hysterical now. Like, no, no, I can't picture that one. I'm sorry, man. That guy is more of a goofball than sometimes more of a serious antagonist. So I was like,
Well, I mean,
that's a weird one
Bowser,
to me.
I don't even consider Bowser really a serious villain anymore.
Well, yeah, he's not. Especially if you look at the RPGs, then he is the comical villain. So if they take that kind of story approach, then I can see it a little bit more. But it's like, man, of all the people for like X character, they picked the weirdest actor list for me. It's like, I can't see any of these people as these characters because I don't think any of these people came to mind.
Yeah. The Bayo 3 baited me so hard. I thought it was Astral Chain sequel.
Dude, we thought the same. We saw the dog in the trailer when we were all watching it here in a call. I'm like, that's Astral Chain. They're getting a sequel. It's Astral Chain 2. And then Bayonetta just drops from the sky like, oh, I guess this game is actually coming out at some point because it exists again. Which is weird because I did read an article, like, I think it was last week or something, that one of the lead producers on the game, and I can't remember if it was like an actual designer or like storyteller or something, just left the team. And every time they were questioned about how the game was doing, Platinum's response of, it's going. Okay. That doesn't sound promising.
I also looked up, Bayonetta's voice actress is different.
Yeah, I also heard something about that at some point in this development, that the VA just changed. Because, yeah, the voice actress is no longer working with Platinum, I think. Which is why there's a different VA. Okay, well, this area says on my map there's like at least 6 beetles here, and I don't see beetles. I'm curious. Is it because of a time of day? I'm just going to change it real quick. If not the case, I'll find somewhere else to go.
Lester, your feed's kind of a garbled mess.
Oh, that's weird. It could be a Discord thing. Discord's been acting up for me a lot as of late, so I don't know what's going on. I gotta try a reset.
There you go.
Yeah. Because I noticed the other day I'm joining calls and then people would tell me, hey, you're robotic. Like, I'm not on my end. What's going on? And it's just Discord and now like the video things. Like, I don't know what's going on with the platform. It's been a little glitchy for me.
It could be worse than Skype.
I mean, true. I mean, hey, I can sound like I'm in my bathroom right now if we were talking on Skype. We all muffly and sounding very compressed.
We were talking about it on the video, the podcast we did the other night.
Yeah. Yeah, because if you guys missed it, I'll put the command in chat as well. We did release a video for our LPR League's 10 year. I don't know how to spell, apparently. My fingers hit the wrong keys. That's LERP League. What is that? LPR League. There you go. We released the 10-year anniversary video, and we kind of just talked about a bunch of different memories we all have with it. And yeah, the Skype thing came up within the first half an hour. It's like, hey, remember how bad this platform was? And we barely got anything recorded because it was so broken. Ah, good times. And by good times, I mean bad times.
LARP League. Yeah, there we go. You know, for the longest time, I didn't even know that LARP was an acronym.
Oh yeah, it is.
LARPing, the acronym is a live action role play. I was like, oh, okay, yeah. I literally didn't know LARPing was an acronym until somebody told me. I was like, I felt stupid. But then again, I'm the same guy that literally took. I said I was today years old when I realized that Runes of Alph is actually supposed to be a play on words of alphabet.
Yep.
You know, unknown alphabet.
Yeah, no, remember that tweet.
I said, man, I'm so stupid sometimes.
You wake up in the mirror, you realize that, and then you just think to yourself, what have I been doing this whole time? I just learned the meaning of life. Okay, no, it's a case. I thought that was a beetle flying away, because I think these beetles have wings. I gotta be careful how close I get. Case in point! Bye-bye! I don't think that was the one we needed, because that was green. I think the one I'm looking for is yellow. My problem is I don't want to be... Okay, this guy can go away for starters. Sticking keys getting on my nerves here. I don't want to scare one of these things because there's no easy way of catching him. If anything, I should probably change out my clothing set then. I gotta get sneaky. Plus, I do have an extra speed up right now because it's nighttime, so might as well go super fast. Okay, there's a beetle. I was standing still. I blame you two. That's why we just saved.
Stupid beetles.
And I need, what, like 15 of these things? Actually, no, wait a minute. No, I need close to 30, that's right, because I don't have any yet. That's the problem. Like, every single one of the sets right now, like, all 3 pieces do need these beetles. So, that's gonna be a little bit of an issue, because there's only a finite number of beetles.
Stupid beetle. Oh!
Yeah, I only got the bladed and the rugged, so I just need all of the energetic beetles. You know, we got a Tingle spin-off game. When are we gonna get the Beetle spin-off game? All you do is just buy things.
Be called Beetle-shaped Rupee Land.
Yeah, something like that.
Hey man, I'm still mad at him and Skyward Sword for charging 1,600 rupees for a piece of heart.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty pricey. Although, it's like... It's funny, all the guides I read said, this is going to be one of your last pieces of heart to get, because it costs so much money, and you're not going to be able to get money. And I'm over here like, I just got this before I just went to the Ancient Cistern dungeon. So, I don't know about you guys. Because once I get that mini-game with the clown in the overworld, that's how I grind money. Because every time you succeed,
really?
it's like 500 rupees. It's kind of hard to do, but like if you know the timing, it's the easiest way to get money in the game.
I saved it for that beetle side quest, so...
Yeah, because doesn't he, like, give you something for free at that point in the shop if you help him?
He allows you to buy one item in his shop for half price.
Oh, okay, yeah, so you get it super cheap. I forget that's a thing, because again, I just buy him out early on because I have so much money from grinding it out. So I'm like, well, there's a discount, I didn't notice.
So that's why I saved that. I mean, I just saved it because in the long run it would...
I mean, you don't need it. Unless that is like one of the few pieces of art that you really need to have for your collection just to get our heart containers. Like, it doesn't matter. You get plenty of our hearts in the game. You start with 6, which is already the abnormal for the game. Okay, you have to be up here, because I have no idea where else this radar is pointing me. It says, go straight. There's a giant tree. Is that rugged? No, that's not the one I want. What happens if I shoot one of these? Okay, it just disintegrates, so don't do that.
What did you think was gonna happen?
I mean, it could have been like the lizards that just fall. Because for lizards, that's how you want to get them, because they move so fast. Even with speed ups, sometimes it's hard to keep up.
Man, just think, Lester. If we get like Wind Waker or Twilight Princess at some point ported to Switch, every like mainline Zelda game, besides like the handhelds, will be on the Switch.
Yeah, because the last
form.
time that's happened was Wii. Because once they finally put Majora's Mask on the Wii Virtual Console, all the mainline Zeldas at that point was released on the system, up to Skyward Sword. Or at least for console games, because we don't count the handhelds there.
I'm not
Handhelds
saying
like a
that
whole
the
different
Zelda-
beast on ports.
I'm not saying that the Zelda handhelds don't count.
No, it's more or less that's a different beast, so more or less like you have to count it as like all the console ones or all the handheld ones because of how they re-release these games. Because we haven't
Yeah.
really gotten that many re-releases of the handheld games. Like, one time for the Game Boy Color games, and then the remake of Link's Awakening a few years later, and then one time for
Well,
Minish Cap.
I mean, actually thought about it. The Wii U is actually the best one still.
Yeah.
Because it has Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks on
Yeah,
Virtual
that's true. That
Console.
also got ported over there with the VC, so yeah, there you go.
Hmm.
Although it
Wii
is a
U
little
is the best
disappointing,
one.
the DS games are a little blurrier on that platform, and they're kind of hard to control with that gamepad.
Yeah.
I haven't really played through
I mean,
any
it doesn't
DS
have-
games on there for that reason.
It doesn't have Link's Awakening, I guess, but
Yeah.
you can play.
But it also
Zelda
didn't have the
ones,
Oracle games. The 3DS had those.
Yeah.
Did 3DS have just Link's Awakening DX, or does it also have like their original Link's Awakening, the Game Boy original?
I think it was just DX. I think
Yeah.
it was just DX.
That's what I thought too. I just want a beetle. Sometimes about this radar, I feel confused because sometimes I think it's pointing me in a direction that nothing exists. Like it tells you, go here, and then when you get to the area it's beeping, then it stops beeping there. It's like, okay. So where's the item? And it turns out it doesn't exist anymore because maybe if it's like a creature like a beetle, maybe it flew away. That's what I just don't like about this stinking sensor.
Good sensor.
Yeah, and that's why it's good to play with these map trackers now. So it's easier to find things, but even that's like to a degree. Why I say it's like it's just kind of a pixel hunt for certain things here, but this is kind of what you deal with when you have to upgrade clothes. Again, this is why I'm debating how I want to handle the amiibo sets, because you can't upgrade them all. Like, do I want to upgrade a whole thing of gear and then have to chuck it to do it again for a different tunic? Like, I don't know about that one, Chief. I might pick and choose on that one, based since we can't get them all. I'll get all the clothes in the game to show them, but then also like, oh, if I don't want this one, I'll not focus on it. That's how I'm kind of debating doing this, because it doesn't count towards 100% anyways. It's just a little extra we can do now, because I do have access to the amiibo. Of all of them, I really want to get the Fierce Deity costume, though. Like, that's one of my favorite ones I've seen. Because, like, the Fierce Deity design looks really nice in the Breath of the Wild engine.
Pretty cool.
Plus, you also can get the Fierce Deity sword, I believe, as well. So you get the whole set of clothes, and then also you can get his weapon. I don't think it shoots sword beams, though, from what I've seen. It's gotta shoot sword beams, otherwise it's useless. Come on, but just be a paperweight. You know, it could be weirder. I could just get an adult Link costume out of that and just actually transform to the Ocarina Link in here. Just imagine putting the N64 graphics in this. Pull Mario Odyssey on that front. An N64 skin. So standing like a sore thumb.
You know what really saddens me? Odyssey released 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Same with Breath.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this game is already 4 years old at this point, and Odyssey's coming up on that 4-year anniversary, because it came out October 2017. And we're just about at that point of its release, because I think it was near the end of October, if I remember correctly.
Mifa's grace is ready.
Mm-hmm.
So it's coming up. Oh, there it is. According to this radar, there's still another beetle here? Gee, I only have 3. Aw. Oh, wait, yep, no, there's no more. Okay. So, I have 3 locations in the game that I can find these stinking things. It's over here where we just were, in Kokiri. Down over in the Faron area where we just were as well. And then over in Satora Mountain, in like a tree area, but I didn't see any of these guys there. So, I need 30, and there's only 3 locations on the map I can hunt for beetles. Okay, we could be here for a while on beetles.
Oh no.
Oh gosh.
That's
Dang
what I
it.
fear. Because what do you do on that front, right? I mean, it becomes easier when Blood Moons activate, because then everything shows back up. Well, no, actually, no. These areas can respawn based on, like, every minute a quadrant gets its creatures restocked and such, so I don't know when that could even be in certain areas, because it's random. I think
Yeah.
there's, like, 30 quadrants in the game. It has to cycle through that minute refresh timer, because, like I said, it's random. Okay, well, luckily I just typed in on Google if you can farm these things. I got a couple videos popping up, so I'm going to want to see about these specific beetles, if there's any other locations that are not showing up on my maps. Because if there are, that would be helpful. Again, we kind of went down this tree area already. I didn't see anything spark up on the radar.
Searching for beetles. Searching for beetles.
And even flying into the area, nothing else beeped, so I don't know where exactly I could even find these things. I'm gonna try the lit forest area here. Big forests like this is a good place for bugs.
I don't know how I grinded that. I think I just ran back and forth between the areas all the time.
Yeah, that's kind of what you have to do. Like, there's no easy way to grind out certain creatures for that reason. You just have to kind of go back and forth and wait for them to show back up. Because as I just shown, some creatures could be like maybe 3 or 4 locations, and that's it. Yeah, nothing's appearing here. And this is also a nightmare to travel with the horse. Just too many trees. The obvious statement of the year. Too many trees. You're in a forest. What do you expect? Buildings?
Yeah, man.
Okay, there's another one I have in mind here. Where is it? There we go. Over here. Mount Terran. Apparently, like, this mountain has a good amount of beetles, period? So I'm hoping that also has our energetic beetles. I just hate how we need, like, 30. So we're close to 30, because I think the next set of level ups also need the beetles too, which is why I have so many on my list. Maybe not. Oh, I'll find out till I get like at least a handful here. I need at least 5, and then I can upgrade one of these things. And then I can see what's next on the upgrade path. Oh, I should be careful about the heat knocks. It'd be fine.
Found an article that said that a Breath of the Wild player, he found out that, I guess Lionels are not dangerous.
Okay. That seems like the understatement of the year. I imagine it's in a very specific way. Because, yeah, they are dangerous when you fight them. Because they do a lot of damage. And they're very aggressive. But I guess that's only if you're aggressive towards them. Is what they're meaning.
I'm trying to find out. It says Breath of the Wild player discovers that Lionels are friendly, actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you kind of need to be more specific, because in my experience, that's a hard no.
Breath of the Wild has been on the market for years, but players are still sharing some cool tidbits that are sprawling throughout the world of Hyrule. For example, those fearsome Lionels populating remote corners of the world are actually pretty friendly. Just don't provoke them with a weapon or intrude their personal space.
Yeah, that's fair. Because that is when they start getting aggressive. Like these bokoblins here. If you start being the aggressor, then they're just vicious.
Recently, finding has been posted to Reddit, and while this probably isn't the first time folks have discovered pacifist Lionels, it's one of the most well-documented encounters. Video shows our fearsome player waltzing right past the Lionel, keeping a respectful distance, and staying their blade and bow. Things take a twist when the video decides to show off all the reasons a Lionel will get angry, including encroach on their personal space, draw your sword, aim at them with a bow.
Yeah, let me go to this land area.
Yeah, funny.
Where, like, it's even, like, very common things about this game are still being discovered to this day. Not just glitches. Something like that, just being a standard thing they programmed in. It's like, oh yeah, now we just kind of figured out how Lionels work better. Just don't be a jerk and they won't be a jerk back. Where is my stealth food? This is why I made that stealth food so long ago. It's for stuff like this. When we need it. I mean, I still gotta be careful when I run, because stealth food doesn't do anything if you're in water. Or also if you're confronting a bull, because that guy's angry. You're invading personal space. Okay, the only other thing that's throwing me off is, like, are these beetles not able to spawn during the day? I don't know, because I haven't found any during daytime. But it also could just be a placebo effect. I have no clue. I can test that theory real fast.
Placebos.
I'm just imagining it's a placebo, because I'm just getting that unlucky with their spawns. Never mind, the beetle radar just went off as soon as I reloaded. Okay, maybe it has something to do with it actually being time of day. Aye. Some things the game doesn't really tell you all that well.
No.
This way? No, it's this way. Marco! It's a bad game of Marco Polo. Jeez, and even when you get close to an object, no, it's not over here. It's over there. Yeah, but where? It keeps on changing. I'm also going to change these clothes because I don't need the Sheikah things on. They don't even matter at this point because you can only have up to level 3 of anything. So I might as well just get out of these clothes for something else. Anything else, really. Alright, sure, just in case, because there's some lightning rods here. I'm scared of lightning. Didn't know also this was a good spot for Fleet Lotus seeds. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah.
I gotta make more of my speed food, so give me more of the seeds. Ow. Yep, we missed. I didn't see him. He was around the corner, of course. He might come back. I have no idea if they come back. If they do, I can check later. I might as well get you anyways. That's what I'm afraid of when I run. I don't want to run, but then this is my speed.
But my speed. I'll have infinite run if I just whistle.
Yeah, and then I'll have no beetles because they'll all leave me. Are you telling me to go way over here? This is a long sensor if that's the case. Yep. Specifically was asking for this one. Wow. Send me halfway across the field, why don't you? And I do hear a Korok, too. I think we already been in this area for a Korok, but that's the case. That's a no. Okay, so this is an active one we need to get. That might make a diversion in a second. Yep, there he is. Okay, now the question is, where am I in relation? Okay, I think I got it. Here we go. Mark that off. I don't want to talk. You be quiet. Okay, that's not the beetle we're looking for.
Are you looking for me? Oh!
Wait, okay. I have a suspicious feeling that someone wants to sell me something and it's just beetle around the corner. He would be that guy because in later games he has an airship for his shop. It's like, I can go anywhere now. No limits. I'll show up at your house. I'll be like Amazon Prime, but except you have to buy things from me. I'm not delivering it. How? I'm very quiet like this. I have 3 stealth ups. He heard me from halfway across the field. All the other beetles are docile. They don't care. And that one just, nope. I sense a link. I just need to have a handful of these stinking things. I need 10 more at least. This is just gonna be the rest of the stream, just beetles. I can feel it. I do have one big wish list for Breath of the Wild 2. Make the sensor better. Just to get the crazy taxi error or something at that point. That would actually be that's not even a joke, that would actually be helpful. It's like, which way to go? Actually point me in the direction instead of just beep, beep. Oh, you're hot, you're cold.
Bioshock has a big crazy taxi arrow.
Yeah, and it makes things easier to figure out where you need to go. It just literally says, hey, go over here, stupid. And it works. It also has what we streamers call, would you kindly get a DMCA? The fact that when I stream that game, the fact... No, get back in. How? I'm getting annoyed with that. The fact that game has an option in the settings to turn off music, and then the music still plays, like, okay, then why'd you give me the option? I'm very confused why that even exists. I think the toggle's broken. To be fair, Portal did the same thing. I can't remember. I know, I think it was Cyberpunk last year. There was a game that did release last year, and I think it was Cyberpunk, that had actually stream-safe music options in the options. People were still getting DMCA claims, so it's like, what was the point?
Yeah. I think, if I remember correctly, yeah, I think it was Cyberpunk.
Oh, crap. I just heard it. Yep. It's out of view, man. I can't help it. Yeah, no, it's like, what? Why give me the option to turn off the music that's gonna get me taken down if the replacement music has the same problem? So you see, this one's gonna make you lose money. This one's gonna make you lose your whole career. Well, then what's the point? They're both the same. Because losing money is gonna result in me losing the career. Because guess what? Strikes come after that.
Yeah.
I didn't tell you guys, but like the first song, like there was one song I used in that leak video, and actually did get a copyright claim for the video I uploaded.
Are you serious?
It's a video game song from, it was from Spark, the Electric Jester. It was the Luna-based Stage 10 song. But because it's on services like Spotify and Apple Music, YouTube picked it up as a copyright song. But I got an email earlier today saying my claim was released. Like, I never even filed this. So I think that was a glitch in the system, but I still changed it out anyways, just to be safe. But it's like, come on, man. I just spent almost an hour between exports and uploads on this thing, and now I gotta do it all over again because of copyright. I didn't even know it was gonna get hit. Come on. When you think you use safe music, it's still not safe. The whole thing, if you listen to it, it's like, I just wanted video game extension songs because it was easier to just choose like 10 songs compared to have a new one every 3 minutes. Because otherwise, it would just use like video safe music.
I guess we could always, that's why I suggested using Marley's, remixes that he does.
Marley, can you make that remix like 2 hours long? That would help me a lot, thank you. Like, no, I'm not putting that much work on one person, but even then, it was like, yeah, I was debating doing that. I did that with one of my videos a couple years ago. It was the NES Classic review, because I used a mashup he had of Mega Man music with the Sonic 06 mission music, because they both had like a very similar thing to it. And I used that for like one of the ending songs from the review. You know, I'm happy right now. I'm almost done with Majora's Mask, so I'm done having that super long and arduous video editing project on my back burner. What's that? The new Switch is coming out in like a couple weeks. Okay, well, that's back on the back burner because here comes more video editing for review. To be fair, I haven't done one in like 3 years, so it'll be good to do something like that for once. And this will be an easier one to do because of it being a system that's already out technically. So a lot of game footage I could just capture now if I wanted. It's not really that difficult. Nothing's that different. I'm probably going to wait until I hear news about like the N64 and the Genesis games release. And then I get footage of that before releasing the review itself. To just kind of mention that. I still just want to know about the dang pricing on it so I can see if we can upgrade.
It's gonna be next month, so...
Yeah, they said October, but didn't say exactly. I'll imagine it's going to be near the release of the OLED. So, like, somewhere near the middle of the month, close to the, like, beginning-ish part of it. I can see that happening. Hey, Matt, are you excited to play Ocarina of Time on the go? Shh, don't tell him about the 3DS part.
I already can do that, and it's a
Stop
better
it,
version.
Oh, you already got the
It's
Steam
better.
Deck? You already got the Steam Deck and you got a version of BizHawk? Says the snarky PC gamer.
Snarky PC best race.
Alright, let me go turn in some of these things now and see my next upgrade path. Now, speaking of that, though, I already heard that some devs are getting their hands on the Steam Deck and they're already giving some of their impressions. From what I'm hearing, it's sounding like people are liking it, at least in the developer scene.
I like the way it looks. I can't jive with some of the button placements.
Yeah,
on the
that's
mouse
the
pad.
concern.
Yeah.
It's mainly because Valve always does this weirder control scheme, so you can also play PC games with a controller of some kind. But by doing that, their D-pads become like trackpads. And it gets weird.
Yeah.
So their controllers take some time to get used to, that's the issue. Alright, now outside the dragon piece, everything else in the cap of the wild upgrade should be the same as the others. So let's see, what do we need? Okay, we just need the star fragment, so I only need 2 more beetles, and then we can upgrade the other pieces of the wild. So you know what? Let's just do the cape. I keep wanting to call this a cape. It's cap. Upgrade the cap, and that'll be done. That's piece 1 done. Which is the one we already had half of the progress on, so, fitting. Now, I'm gonna hold off on the others, because I want to have a better number of beetles, thank you. I'm going back to that area we were just at. That was a good spot for beetles. Why doesn't the object map mention this? Hey, that's what I mean. Some trackers don't tell me exactly where X item are.
This game is huge, Lester. They're trying. But
Yeah, that's the problem. Because I even noticed, like, this game got data mined at one point, and people were able to figure out what the data mining is. Like, here's where all the things are. It's like, no. They missed, like, half of the objects. So I know there's still things we're learning about, like, where items are located. Alright, make it night, and all I need is 2 more beetles. I have no idea why in my notes I wrote 18 beetles are needed for the cap. Because that was not the case. Thank goodness that was not the case. To be fair, some of these sources I was looking at for this stuff had numbers kind of off. I think that's kind of where this issue came from. Alright, so I just need 1 more. Which is somewhere here. This way. Okay, yeah, it's down here.
I'm
Okay,
right
good.
back there.
Okay. Really wish the Majora's Mask would work on you. Thank you, Keys. I swear, this mask is faithful to the original source material in some ways, because I swear, this is just like the stone mask in MM. It works on some people, not on others. Like the same thing. There you go. Okay, last beetle. Get me out of here. We're done. I don't need any more things, I think, for this whole Tunic of the Wild set, so I think this is fully upgraded. And if that's the case, good. That's our last major piece of clothing in the game that needs upgrades. When we don't count Amiibo, that's all the equipment. If that's the case, we probably won't be coming back to a fairy fountain anytime soon. We're doing the Amiibo stuff. I'm not doing that until after all the DLC, so that's going to be a couple weeks. Because the DLC alone is probably going to take, like... If it's anything based on my original play sessions, the Trial of the Sword from our stream. We attempted once, failed horribly, but that was a session. So we'll say a session. And then champion ballad stuff was like 5 sessions from that master mode playthrough, so about the same. So we'll say 6 weeks of DLC.
Oh, the camera's straight doing that thing again, Lester.
Oh, is it still like glitchy? Again, I don't know what's been
Yeah.
going on with Discord as of late. It's just been very buggy for me.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. I can just refresh it once in a while if it's that bad. Because I'm looking here on the stream and it's not like that. It's only going through Discord. Very choppy. That was fine. If anything, maybe I could try at one point doing a game stream on Discord instead of a video stream. But they both should be the same in terms of frame rate. I can't take advantage of the Nitro stuff because my Nitro ran out. I'm not renewing it. I personally don't find it worth buying Nitro on Discord for like $10 a month. After getting to use it, I thought it was neat, but nothing there is like what I need, so I'm fine. If I did more game streaming with friends, like maybe the $10 a month would be worth for like a 1060 output, but I don't do that enough. I screen share like once a month, if that. Well, now that we ramble all the way, Tunic of the Wild fully upgraded. 84 for defense. That's pretty good. But I still think... No, actually, that's tied. The Ancient Helm has the same amount of defense as the Tunic of the Wild. Okay, I did not realize that. Yeah, 28. Okay, well, the Ancient stuff is still better because you have the Guardian Resistant, while this doesn't have any defense buff. It just has Master Sword Beam Up, which I think does a little more damage with your Master Sword, and that's it. I don't think it makes the beam longer, per se. I think it travels the same distance. Let me go to a place that's not going to be freezing to try that. Because this is the bad spot to test beams. I'll try to shoot a laser beam and I'll be like, why can't I? Because I lose health every other second.
Sorry, I'm back.
Hey, welcome back.
So what's been going on?
We just got the Tunic set all fully upgraded.
That's cool.
Yeah, the last thing we needed was the stinking beetles, but we got them all. Okay, yeah, this is definitely a longer beam with the Tunic set all upgraded. Yeah, that thing is like going all over the map.
Yeah, it is.
That's going straight to the trees. Can it reach the mountain? No, it deloads after a bit, but that's fair. The fact that it's going from here to those trees, that's still pretty far, because those trees I'm hitting are like around this area. So in-game, that's a good chunk of meters away, like at least 100.
Oh, for sure it is.
And if I de-equip this, just to see... Okay, maybe it's because of the Guardian, because that's probably why. If the Switch shirt had the same distance, then it's like, alright, all that grinding was worth nothing. Still glowing? Yeah. To be fair, once we complete the Trial of the Sword and actually get the fully upgraded sword, it's going to be like this forever. So I kind of want to see how this works without the upgrade. Okay, it's depowered.
That will be interesting because I've yet to actually play Trial of the Sword yet. I did buy the DLC though.
It's hard. Definitely it's the hardest challenge in this game, but it is rewarding for what you get. Okay, that just doesn't look right. That now just looks like I have a bad Photoshop at that point. Dark Link with standard Link head. Can we change that, please? Thank you. Yeah, no, I've beaten Trial of the Sword once. We've tried it years ago on stream in Master Mode. Cried eternally. Quit after like 8 different levels in. We couldn't even get past like the first set of trials. It's just that difficult.
Well, I'm glad you're not doing Master.
Yeah, because the biggest problem about it is when you do confront Trial of the Sword, you lose all your equipment because you have to just kind of work with what the game gives you. And you start from scratch. So having all your stuff doesn't matter going into that mode. And that's what makes it hard when you have regenning enemy health and then everything's leveled up by 1 tier, making it harder to fight things, and they have so much defense. And you start off with, like, here, the only weapon you get is, like, a stick and a Boko Bat.
Yeah, that actually sounds like the mystery dungeon games, where when you go into one of the higher ranking dungeons and post game, where they just take away all your equipment, all your levels, everything like that.
Yeah, it seems like at least a decent chunk of Nintendo games like doing that for an ultimate challenge. Which, to be fair, it is an ultimate challenge at that point. But we're not going
Sometimes
to
I
do
like
that
it,
now.
sometimes I don't.
Yeah, it depends on the game. Like, for this game, I don't mind it, and then you get the master mode, and then I mind it a lot. Okay, I was like, why are we glowing? I might as well just... You know, let's stick here and do Korok hunting. You know what? Get the mask on now. Hindsight, maybe I should be doing this with a square bomb and not a round one. Okay, that's fine. Let's get out of here. That's not a step-up animation. Okay, I had it for a second. Okay, I had it for a second. I'm just gonna go to a different ledge. I know it works here. There's a decent amount of Koroks I know for a fact now we can get in this area, so I'm just gonna do that.
Yeah, might as well get a few while you're here.
Yeah, because I don't want to start Trial of the Sword now, because that's going to take too long, so the best bet now is just to kind of... Really? To kind of wrap things up for tonight, we can just flex the Koroks, just to get a head start on that.
When do you plan to do Trial of the Sword?
That will be the next session, so next week. Because that alone is probably going to take a full stream. So it's best just to save it for that. If I start it now, we might get like 1 out of the 3 tiers in. Like, if we do complete tier 1, I think that'd be the most. Because I think when I did it on my own time years ago, it took me almost like 3-4 hours. I need to go through the whole thing. Because I think I had to go through the last one twice as I got near the end, but then just died.
Yeah, that would be pretty sizable amount of time.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys.
Alright.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, Ethan. How was your dinner?
It's pretty good.
That's good.
I had tacos.
Tacos?
Yeah.
Yeah, good, yeah. I haven't had one of those in a long time.
Homemade tacos are best. So, you're finding Korok seeds. So are you still trying to grind out beetles?
No, we fully upgraded the Tunic set now, so at this point, it's just Koroks. There should be another one, like, right next to me. At least according to... What the... Several questions. For starters, was I just sideways?
I think so. Let me see if I can flip that.
Yeah, I did the same thing myself. This is why I have a replay buffer on now. Record everything up to a minute. Because of stupid stuff like that. I don't understand half the time what happens to me in video games. Dude, when I was playing MM the other day, I did actually get this on a recording, but it's in a bonus episode, so that's going to come out in a couple months. I had a moment where Epona jumped over a fence, but she jumped over the spike part, and then Link went under Epona, and then they both went backwards, and then I had several questions. So, it's something about these Zelda games for me as of late. I just keep on finding random clips or just going upside down or whatever stupid happens. I don't think it's counting on the edge here, is it?
Or you could be like Amber and have a golf ball hit the flag and make an ungodly noise.
Yeah, the nice grind effect.
That was funny.
You know, what
That
if?
was really funny.
Get this out of here. No, don't eat this. Go. Get this garbage out.
I got it clipped. I'm
Okay,
gonna
good.
post it in chat.
Yeah, definitely do that.
Yeah, that's right here. Your feed is a garbled mess again.
That was it. Man, Discord, please. I don't know what's been going on here.
It's okay.
No, I'm not
That's
gonna
why I
do like
just
an
reminded-
extra 2. We just reset virtual cam and OBS. You know, looking back, I'm glad nowadays they just have this built in, because I remember years ago when virtual cam wasn't even a part of OBS yet, and you had to download a third-party plugin, and half the time when I turned it on, it would just crash OBS entirely. Man, I don't miss those days.
The day when third-party apps to help you with certain things cost a lot of money.
Oh, okay, it's not on the Great Plateau, it's near it. That's why I'm getting confused. It's like right down here. There's literally a second door with the same setup. Move the door, rock underneath, Korok. But it's so close to the other one. It's the same thing, just not the same thing. Thanks.
Thanks.
Ooh, actually, in hindsight, I probably shouldn't have warped there. Oh, yeah, I need to go to the other side of the map. It's fine, we'll just warp again. At least this version now has pretty good loading. It's not like OG release Breath of the Wild where it took like a minute per warp. Man, remember that? Playing this game as a portable and then waiting so long just to warp around. Killed so much of your battery just waiting on the game to load.
Yeah, I remember that.
I still remember just playing this game during downtime in our final days of like my college course when it came out in March. And it just got like looks like, well, I mean, it's weird to see you play video games in class, but we literally have nothing else to do, so I'll give it a pass.
Yeah.
It's like, well, yeah, what else am I supposed to do? Stare at a wall? I kind of have to be here. I already paid for the class, so I'm not just going to walk out and waste my money.
Yeah, what point of going to class would that be?
Yeah, seriously.
I actually don't remember which game I was playing during my last classes in 2017.
Yeah, I specifically remember it was mainly this and Bomberman R, but because the Switch came out like a week before I was done with my technical college course, like that was the last time I was even in college, so it kind of lined up perfectly.
I don't remember what mine was. That was.
Oh, this is a Mac. Oh, this is also off the Great Plateau. Okay. Yeah, like right over here.
I think that's when I was recording my Record of Agnes War Let's Play. So I think I was mostly playing through that game a lot because
Yeah.
you know that's what happens when you're doing research for a game.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. Have you seen my notes? Oh, yes, you have. You've seen my notes from the Majora playthrough. I have so many tabs of that just in Google Keep. I'm kind of sad I don't have all of them at this point because I started to delete them before going to Great Bay, since Great Bay I've been keeping the notes. I don't know why I deleted the rest of them. It's like, I don't need to worry about space. They're dang notepad files at that point. They take up nothing.
Yeah, it's like kilobytes.
Yeah, really. I'm almost full of my Google Drive, but I'm very certain it's not because of my keep notes. It's because of my
No.
audio files. I'm waiting for the day that both you and I, Matt, upload the final video on our Dead Space project. Like, okay, well, that just nukes 12 gigs of audio files from the drive. I get all the space back. I keep files until the final episode of something releases.
I'm currently right now. I've edited the first part of the DLC recording.
Okay, so you're getting near the end since that's like the second to last session we have recorded for the game. Because technically we did the DLC twice. Thanks, Elgato. I hate you. That's why I don't use you anymore. You know what? I don't care. I have so many hearts. I have close to 30. Wait, what? Why? I'm next to it. Why doesn't the prop... Do I seriously need to be standing next to that and not swimming through it? Come on. Just get to the log. Oh, this is stupid too because of how it's placed.
At least Link is saying, But it's freezing.
Is this okay, well now I'm just even more confused. I need something in the water. There should be a metal door nearby, so I can use that.
That's just a weird. Yeah. Just.
What the heck? Are you serious? Really? You gotta be like one step higher than I can actually move. Fine. Minor inconvenience.
That's just a
Just
weird
a
position.
mile.
Just to get that Korok seed.
Yeah, I don't think this is what they want you to do, but it feels like I need to do this because I can't get in there otherwise. I think they want you to somehow use this log here and like roll it past this set of like broken parts of the bridge, but I have no idea how I'm gonna move that out of there without causing issues. So plan B. Door. Just as effective.
You found me.
It's just sitting there. Might as well.
Yeah, I mean, no one else is using it.
He's gonna be able to carry that thing otherwise.
Yeah, you found me. I was in a hard spot.
No. I think this is a rock thrower, but I'm going in anyways. Yeah, that's what I
I'm
thought.
just waiting for Breath of the Wild 2 to introduce the Koroks to us again.
Oh, it's gonna be worse. Hey, you know how in the last game we made you find 900 of us? What if we double?
What if there's 1,800 Koroks?
Yeah. Hey man, could you do
You
me a
found
favor?
it,
I have the
right?
game pre-order on Amazon. Could you go on the account and just cancel it right now? Cause I'm just crying eternally. that thought alone is like, oh no. They probably wouldn't do that because that's probably too much in the game. At that point, like, they just
And
probably wouldn't be
only
able to handle it.
450 Koroks are used again.
Yeah, we're gonna double the count, but we're not gonna double the amount you need for the full requirements. There we go, jeez. I think I only have one more Korok I need in the Great Plateau, and that should be that whole area cleared. Which, that's pretty impressive. But there's also one
see,
nearby, so I'm gonna get that.
I see Triangle Strategy has a limited edition.
Yeah, it's not too interesting though.
Yeah.
There's no, music CD or anything like that.
So it's just, I guess, here's some extra DLC.
No
Game
DLC either.
Okay, what's the point then? What the heck does it even have?
It's a steelbook. It's a collector's box, and I can't remember what else there is. It's on
Yeah, that
Nintendo
doesn't
Europe's
if
Twitter.
it's like maybe $10 more because of the steel box, maybe, but I don't see it really worth it compared to the standard version. It has like nothing different.
Oh, okay. So there's 6 customized dice. There's a playing cards deck. There's a collector's box and a steelbook.
Okay, that seems a little more worth it if you're into that kind of stuff.
Oh, and a
I
double-sided.
don't know. Like, steelbooks are cool and all, but I'm just...
Yeah, half the time they're not. Honestly, some of the steelbooks are not nearly as good art as the actual base artwork.
Yeah.
So it's like, cool, but why?
It's actually pretty good steelbook art.
Oh, shoot, the Castlevania... I didn't even know that came out today.
Oh, it
It
did?
did.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because that was talked about. So, yeah, it's out now.
And so was what do you call that?
Why is Dracula X on this collection? It's a Super Nintendo game, isn't it?
Dracula X, yeah. Yeah, it is.
Why is it on the Advanced Collection?
Well, did they also mention... Didn't it also have Rondo of Blood?
Rondo of Blood's is the right version.
No, but I mean,
It's
did the collection
Japanese-
also have Rondo of Blood that just came out?
No, it just had Dracula X.
Okay, so that's just weirdly consistent. Sure. I mean, we just got a collection a couple years back on the PS4 with Dracula... Rondo of Blood, Symphony of the Night, and then, like, that weird pirate port of the game with the PSP copy.
Yeah.
So, like,
I
we
guess-
already got a newer port of Rondo. I guess that's what they figured. Like, well, we already made one. We're not going to do it again.
I guess Konami was being like, "Oh shoot, we forgot to put Dracula X," even though that's the worst version of Rondo Blood. So
Yeah. I mean, some
yeah.
people actually do prefer it, to be fair. So, even though it's not the better version of the game, it's still one I know that is sought after. It's really expensive and hard to find now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Dracula
there's only
X
4
is
games in
good.
the Castlevania GBA collection.
Yeah.
That's
There was only-
kind of small when you think about it.
Yeah, I was hoping for the DS games too.
Well, the Advanced Collection. I mean, think of it this way: like classics was just platformer.
Yeah,
These
that's
are
true.
Metroidvania games. They're kind of a little bit better.
Okay.
So I understand why they don't work. Except Dracula. Dracula is a good game, so bullcrap because final boss literally is over pits of death. Dracula fight is kind of bad in that
Yeah.
game.
I've seen it, and it is very difficult.
Yeah, because if he hits you once, he knocks you into a pit and you die.
Yeah. And if that happens, you got to restart everything.
That's just stupid.
2 phases of Dracula, and you can't. I have to go. Let me go find it. I will go find it and show you guys. Because it is stupid.
What? I just got here. Oh, they're gonna be like teleporting every second, aren't they? That's a yes. I barely have enough time to pull back the bow.
You know, I wonder when the Castlevania 3D games will get in the collection.
That is a good point because we haven't seen any of those games get like re-released at all.
Yeah, there's
Maybe they'll come out on
Castlevania
Switch Online.
64 and the PS2 games.
Yeah, because I mean, that's when Castlevania was starting to get rocky on its reputation, but there's still a good amount of games from that era that people do like and would love to see ported in some fashion. I do wonder, like, yeah, when are they going to do that? And if they do, like, which one of those, like, 5th gen or 6th gen games they'll bring back?
You want to talk about boss design 101? Don't do this.
Oh, yeah, like that. Yeah, I just see your clip there in chat. I'll have to watch here in a bit. But yeah, they all put boss over bottomless pit. Die, restart fight. Yep, I agree. That is boss 101 of don't do.
That's so shenanigans.
That's gonna be
I'm like,
fun going after. Not really. Oh god. I am not looking forward to playing this game already.
Dracula
that one
X
thing, I'm
is-
done.
We didn't get Rondo of Blood, but we did get Dracula X.
Yeah, it's funny,
what
but
it was.
again, since they did just release Rondo not too long ago, it was about like 2 years ago. I guess that's their justification. Which that collection's only on PS4, so that does kind of feel
Yeah,
weird.
I don't know why it's only on PS4. Just because I guess Symphony Night was a PS1 game, but I mean.
And then
like,
also when it
why?
got re-release, like it came to PSP first because of that Dracula X version of Rondo of Blood. So, I don't know, that's weird. But to be fair, they've shown that yes, we'll put that game on a different platform because Symphony of the Night was on the 360.
Yeah, it was. I just don't like. It doesn't make sense. Like,
No, I think Sony bought exclusive rights to put it on PS4.
Yeah. Which is why you only see that Rondo collection, which is just 2 games really, on PS4.
And Symphony of the Night too,
Yeah.
which I think is the original PS1 version.
It's actually the PSP one. So you do have
It's
a new
actually-
character in it, but it plays kind of differently.
Yeah, I know they changed the localization too.
Yeah, it's funny, that's the version I chose, and that's the version that has the easiest glitch to do to just bypass losing all your items from death. It's like, everyone knows this, and I've seen so many clips in the game launch of people just already breaking the game. Because it's the easier version to break. I mean, you can't do things like, write your own code in the game like the PS1, but there's a lot more beginner-friendly things that people know how to do in that version. It's like, well, here come all the PS4 share clips of people just skipping death.
Well, I might as well just buy the PSP version.
Yeah, because you can still get that on
Yeah.
PSN. Because I do have that version too, for that reason. Because that's the only way you're playing the Rondo Blood remake. Because they didn't release that on any other system but PSP. And with a simple hack, you can play it on the PSTV. It wasn't a game supported for some reason on the platform. I don't know why. Had to do something with licensing. But with a simple little whitelist hack, it can play on there. So it showed it was possible. They just never bothered.
Yeah, my first Castlevania game is actually on this collection. Circle of the Moon was the game that got me into Castlevania, and I think, in my opinion, it's kind of an underrated game. A lot of people, it's not canon. It's a Castlevania game that is absolutely not canon. And if you see the artwork, you can kind of see why.
Wait,
It
was that a step
doesn't
up?
have a doesn't have a Belmont. It doesn't have a Belmont that you play as. The Belmonts aren't actually in the game. But the game is kind of cool because it has like a card-based battle system, kind of.
Oh yeah, didn't you say it was like a Castlevania card captor?
Yeah, pretty much. What it does is sometimes an enemy will drop a card and you can equip that card, and there's two different tiers of cards. There's one that does passive buffs and stuff like that, and the other one does something to your whip, and you can kind of do combinations to do different things. One of my personal favorites that I liked when I was a kid was I did this combination where I made a poison gas cloud shield around me, and every time an enemy was near me, it continuously took 1 damage.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is kind of something like that. It's not like you play with cards. It's just your character has card effects on, and if you use your magic power, you can use the power of the card.
So is it kind of like Soma and his spirits?
Yeah, the souls.
Yeah.
That's not bad then, because when you describe that, it's some elements of a card-based game, say Chain of Memories, but not only combat with playing cards. So it's different.
Yeah, it's not like Charlotte in Castlevania Portrait of Ruin, where it's just you pick a spell and then that's it.
There's a spider in my room. A cat will get it later.
Morgana, Luna, you're up.
Yeah, can you please get the freaking spider, Morgana? I just saw it scurrying across the floor. I was like, oh god. We've been getting a lot of spiders, and I don't know where they're coming from.
Have you
But
guys getting a
every
lot of
morning-
rain recently? Because they sometimes come in because of the rain.
Yeah.
No, it's actually been dry, really bad.
Okay, and then you got
Is
me
it
there.
pretty hot?
Yeah, it's pretty hot.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
gonna be
we're still
yeah.
in summer. I know it's fall, but the weather says otherwise. Summer Part 2. Just what fall in the name.
It's actually pretty cold here, to be honest.
I mean, I wish it was like that here because it's still pretty hot. I was outside working yesterday on stuff. Ooh, nice and scorching. Work outside for about half an hour to an hour at the most. And then yeah, that's it. Can't do this anymore. It's too hot.
Yeah, I agree. That's why I hate summer.
Yeah. That's fair. I mean, the biggest reason why I hate summer now is not just because of the hot weather, but it's also because of the stormy weather too. Because at least where I'm living here in Florida, it's like, yeah, by the way, thunderstorms every day. Have fun. It's just, I don't care about rain. I like rain, but I hate thunderstorms because they're always causing problems. I swear,
You know,
our
for-
dishwasher, I think it's on his last legs, and we literally got it like 3 years ago because it barely works. I'm blaming thunderstorms for that.
You know, for where I live, which is Nevada, we've had a few storms this summer recently, which is kind of unusual.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like the weather's getting worse by the year now because they keep on projecting every year as like these major storms have been getting more fierce and they're just not gonna let up.
Yeah,
That really makes you think how much worse it's gonna get because it's already pretty bad.
yeah, it is. I don't wanna imagine. Especially if it's like 100-degree weather and it's also raining.
Yeah, because then you got a lot of humidity with that.
Mhm.
Oh, those are ducks. I thought that was an upside down horse for a second. Don't mind me. All I seen was feet.
It's like Marley just saw the direct.
Oh yeah, he's just tweeting about it now, I'm guessing.
Yeah, you really loved it.
I know for a fact Mario's gonna be very excited about Kirby. Like, he loves that series, just like pretty much all of us here.
Hmm I cannot wait for Kirby.
Yeah, I'm very, very much excited for this one, because this is the first real 3D platform we've gotten in the series. They experiment here and there with the 3D, but it's never been a full game. And
Yeah,
that's
I think
gonna be cool.
like the first experimentation was like Kirby 64.
Yeah,
they
because it
never
had that
really
3D
tried.
to 2D like gameplay style. It was in 2D, but it kept on transitioning to a 3D look. But then, like, the first game I think that had full 3D control was Kirby Air Ride, which was like, all right, but of all the games, why this one has a debut? Because you barely did anything for movement in 3D since it was a racer.
Yeah, and it was also on GameCube.
Yeah, yeah, you know, the platform that had a lot of experimentation to it. Every game series you can think of had like a whole new experiment done with GameCube.
Yeah, GameCube's one of those weird consoles right there.
The system, I think, what was it, just the other day, turned 20?
Rivali's gale is now ready.
I was in the water,
I
okay.
think it did.
Yeah, I seen the tweets going around. It was a couple days ago. It was just its 20th anniversary. I know Luigi Mansion, and it's now like officially 20 for that reason. I know that was talked about like last week. It had to been last week.
Oh yeah, today is also actually Nintendo's birthday, so it's kind of weird that they had a direct on their birthday too.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think of that. Yeah, how convenient. All right, you know what? Might as well get this one done. This bridge has like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Koroks just on it, and then there's one right next to it on the water. It crammed as many Korok seats as they could just on one bridge. I might as well just grab these. I want to see something. I didn't pay attention to the map. Hey, get the champagne, 50%, we in there. And it only took like 10 months. See if you want to cry. To be fair, doing this alone is probably going to bloat our number tonight, because that's where most of your percentage is. Like 70% of that map tracker is just Korok.
There's too many
Lot.
Koroks.
There's a lot. This is why I'm like, I'm gonna do the remainder of the Korok hunting after tonight, after we do Champions Battle, because then we'll have a motorcycle. And that's gonna make things easier.
Please.
I mean, it's already easy enough for us in some ways now because of glitching, and thank goodness, because imagine just taking your horse, and that's your fastest movement. The horse can't even go to half the places these Koroks are in. Like, can I take a horse down here? No, but I take my motorcycle in here if I wanted to. I don't know if I'd want to, but I could. Okay, which one is this? There's 2 Koroks next to each other here.
You know, if Korok's return in Breath of the Wild 2, I hope they limit it down to like 500.
Yeah.
If it's going to be 450 again.
Yeah, if they can, nerf it a bit, that'd be nice. Okay. Flower trail down the side. So I gotta go back up. I made a mistake then. I'll just warp. Be faster. It does make you think if they do the Korok thing again. They're just gonna stick to the 900 because we already got locations. Just slightly shift them.
That would imply that Link never got any of the Korok seeds.
Yeah, they'll take a natural player's gameplay. It's like, no one's going after this Korok, so what if we just don't move them? And then it'll be like a whole new location. They won't know.
I mean, Hyrule's ruined anyway from a floating castle.
That's another thing. Oh, no. I just thought, because the game is supposed to be taking more in place, like, up in the sky, kind of like how Skyward Sword was. Sky Koroks. Oh, no.
No.
The sky's their
No.
limit, and that's the problem. It's already bad enough on the land.
Where would they even hide Koroks in the vast sky?
Yeah, good
Like-
question. That's what I'm afraid of.
It'd have to be open air.
They'll probably pull a Skyward Sword with that and just like have random pieces of floating islands you can explore, and that's how you find Koroks. You just stop on an island, here's like a Korok seed. There are gonna be a lot of useless islands because they're all Koroks.
No.
You can already see it now. That's what happened in Skyward. A majority of the islands in the sky are completely useless because they just have like a piece of heart chest. Or
Yeah,
maybe
they
like a seed
do.
satchel. I'll see you later. Too bad that guy can swim.
This is why I don't really go after Legend of Zelda 100%.
It depends on the game, but a lot of them are kind of like padded. I don't blame you. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Alright, this is gonna be a little stupid. Okay, even more stupid now. Never mind, I was gonna just wind bomb up, but I guess at this point we'll just climb. I can't do it.
You know, I remember doing this one. This one was actually kind of difficult.
Yeah, it's mainly this like final piece because it's on the edge. So, without with always Gale, if you fall down, you could just climb all the way back up. And good thing I still have a Gale because I keep on hitting the wrong button. I don't want to jump, I want to climb down, but I also don't want to let go. I just gotta do this slow. I know, I think it's on this bridge. There's a weird one here that you literally pick up a stick and it gives you a Korok seed. Like, it's the one in the whole game you pick up a weapon and it's Korok underneath it. I don't know why. That's the one that throws you for a loop.
I didn't even pick up any weapons on this bridge. I
Well, it's
never
like
think
supposed to be on an alcove. It's like in a window. So it's not even up here, it's on the side. And that's what throws you off. And that's why it helps to have the Korok mask and then a good map trick.
Oh, the map tracker would definitely help. Kind of wish I used it.
I'm just a safety. I'm eating food because I don't have any health left. I might have got Mipha's Grace back, but I'm not using it. Oh, hi, dragon. I don't need you. Is it like... Is this the one I'm thinking of? Yes, this is it! Alright, hang on. Before I jump down, I need to make a slot free. Can't believe I gotta ditch something because of a stinking stick. Yeah, this singular stick. Grab it. Korok seed. Why? And you barely see it, too. Just, it's there. For some reason, it's just there.
Now that's just a weirdly placed one.
It's just a random one for that reason. I don't even want the stinking stick. Oh, hi. Can we not? Now we have a handful of arrows. Oh, so much for his bananas. Oh, speaking of arrows, jeez, man, every time. Where's the balloon? Is it like in an alcove? Yep.
That's a tough one to hit.
Thank you, Gyro. There's no way I would have aimed up that fast, so I was just using a stick. Okay, that looks suspicious, but first, rotate. Gee, I wonder if Korok seed. Can I not swim in that? Really? Alright, fine. Actually, no, wait a minute. I want to try this. Oh, well, that's a missed opportunity. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay, there's one more up top of the bridge. I think I can just fly up there. Need an arrow, though. Okay, at least I got one. Probably also get a weapon. That would help.
I do like some of these puzzles for the Koroks, though.
Yeah, some of these are clever. Like, that one was a pretty clever puzzle. And then you get the random, like, just lift the rock, dude. Oh, speaking of rocks, alright.
I think
Good aim
that's
at
like half
basketball.
of them.
Yeah, unfortunately. Half of them are just find it. Are you serious? Are you? No! I don't have time for you. I'm a little busy. Why is it when you need to find these guys for the weapons, you never find them, and then when you don't want the Yika clan, they show up? Yeah, that's right. Go for a swim. Sadly, he does not. No, you need your wind cleaver this time. Just let it go. Seriously, man. The time. What the? Oh, Lazava. I'm like, what's shooting me? When you do need those guys, I swear it takes me like 3 hours to find one.
Astring found one pretty quickly, though.
Yeah, that's true. Just be
I'm
careful.
back, guys. I'm sorry.
That's alright.
Hey Matt, we should probably play Monster Hunter Rise at some point before Sunbreak comes out.
I need to. Well, if I ever find time to sit down and actually play it, I'm having a hard time even just sitting down playing anything anymore.
That's fair.
Like
Yeah.
I've been trying to get through Tales of Vesperia, but I'm barely not like 1/3 through the game. I've already. And it's been like a month. It's really hard for me to just sit down and play
I mean, that's
anything.
still pretty good because that game is like what, 60+ hours?
Yeah, it
I
is.
think so. And it's becoming really, really difficult to just sit down and play anything anymore. I guess it's just signs of getting older, I guess. But then again, I just, I wish my job would stop doing this overtime nonsense all the time, and I just...
Yeah, that doesn't help things. Because I know it takes
Yeah,
up so much of your weekend.
I think it's mostly
Yeah.
time-based.
Oh,
that
yeah.
You're having so much issues right now.
Time management's always one of the hardest things, especially when you want to do recreational activities. I said, that better count. I'm not making that more straight.
Yeah, right now I have plenty of time. But that's not exactly good anyway.
Fair, yeah. I'll be the right one first. Oh, you know, if I'm gonna have to get through him, let me put on the rubber. I don't want to get electrocuted and fall out of the air. I think it's over in this tree? No, it's over here. Okay. Fall back. Oh, of course, one of my trackers is wrong. I was right the first time. It is in the tree. It's one of those journey Koroks, as I like to call them. I marked the destination. Can we get up there because of rain? Wait, what the? Like, what am I going for then? That's not the one I thought of. Look for whatever this one could be. That wasn't the oh. Did I just mark the wrong spot? I'm just gonna delete this pen. That was the wrong one. There's not even in there. Problem when you have 900 of these things to sift through on a map. You're gonna find the wrong one by accident.
Yeah.
It's
That will
still
happen.
hard to keep up which one's even selected too. That's why at this point I've now changed over my settings to just say, hey, if I mark this, get rid of it. Because I had plenty of these past sessions where I had one missing or one extra marked off. Trying to go through a whole map and figuring out 900 of these if you got the right one. Oh, no, I don't want to go through that. I'm trying to avoid that.
No, please no.
Did that with shrines too, but at least that's not a problem anymore. Okay, for side quests. Oh. Okay, time to go bowling, I guess. I'm gonna save because I'm very certain if I screw this up, these boulders just will take a while to respawn. Alright, if I can be careful with pushing this down, I might just be able to push?
You should be able to just push them down, yeah.
There we go. Yeah, it's a little awkward, but it works. Please go in the hole. Okay, one down. Oh, my plan B. I'll go with this because it has durability. Okay, take 3. Okay, that's good. I thought you were gonna prove me wrong, game. Okay, that was a little close.
Nice shot.
Yeah, that barely made it too. It was teetering. Alright. Heart attack avoided. The next one I want is up here, so I'll just run to it. think it's another in the tree, so it might just be... Okay, no, it's one of these. I thought it was going to be a shoot the nut one for a second. These ones I don't mind when I have no arrows, which I should probably go fix. I kind of want to check on if I have the right number, so I need to teleport. So I'm going to pull up the map. Should have 358. I hope I marked these right. Ah, crap.
Oh, hey, you're at 51.5%.
Which one I marked by accident? That's that. How do I fix that setting? Is it under... No, reset. Oh boy, that'd be a problem. No, show completed. There you go. One of these I marked prematurely, but which one? It's in this area because I didn't have that.
That's a problem.
That always happens. Was it? Oh, that's what it was. It was one of these on the edge. Okay. I wish there was an easier way to see how many Koroks you have in total without teleporting, because in the menu it just tells you how many you have collected. I mean, that's helpful and all, but only to a degree. Okay, now at 51%. So again, these Koroks going to inflate our number tonight. That's how we're getting our real number here. At this rate, by the end time we end, we could be at 55. Because we gained, what, a percentage in 20 minutes? And normally that takes us, like, almost 2 months to do on, like, a good basis. So that's big.
Yeah, in 2 months it's like 5%.
Yeah. It's just insane of how much is locked behind the Koroks for that map percentage.
Yeah.
It still helps to have, but it's not the most accurate. I still say, in terms of our actual completion, we're way more than halfway through the game. Obviously, the game disagrees with me.
Yeah. I mean, most of it is just Koroks.
Yeah. There we go. Okay. Crisis averted. That's the one I marked as completed for some reason, so now it's fixed. Get that out of here. Now we're back to the right number. 358. Alright, let's see. There's some more around me here.
358?
Yeah, that's how many we have.
Goodness.
I might
Still got a lot
here.
yet.
Wait, is that...
But, Ethan, what we were talking about earlier,
Oh, yeah.
if I ever find time to play Monster Hunter, I'll message you and we'll play, okay? You're gonna have to help me because it's been like, honest to gosh, ages since I played a Monster Hunter game. So need to remember how to play.
Yeah, I've only gotten through like chapter 1 and that's it.
Okay.
I heard at least that this one's one of the easier ones to kind of try. It's still, I think the best one is still World for like a user-friendly thing, but I've heard Rise isn't that bad. I don't know,
Yeah. I was able to get through Monster Hunter. I've been able to play Monster Hunter Rise much easier than any of the other Monster Hunter games.
I have I think the last time I played a Monster Hunter game was Monster Hunter Ultimate. Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, sorry.
Okay, so the Wii U one.
Or no,
Last
it was
one I
on
played
Switch.
was Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate on 3DS.
Yeah, that's 3DS and Wii U. It was a cross release.
Yeah,
Like one of the rare times Nintendo did that. I love how those trees just pop in. Modern age gaming, everybody. 1, 2, 3. It sucks so bad.
I am looking forward to Pokemon Shining Pearl, though.
I am too.
I'm not. That's
Okay.
terrible. That's a piece of garbage. You know, Brilliant Diamond's
Aw.
where it's at, baby.
I got Pearl when it first released. So
That's why I'm
I gotta
getting
stick with
Diamond,
it.
because that's the one I had when I first got the games back then too.
Yeah, I had a Diamond version, and I'm playing Pearl. This time Amber wanted to play Diamond, so I just said, all right, well, I'll play Pearl. I mean, literally,
It's the same thing, really, so it doesn't matter. It's just your
it's
Pokemon will be
literally the
different.
same game, so I don't care. The only
Also, bless you.
difference is the Pokemon. Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's not gonna really be different enough at that point. Yeah, you can have different Pokemon, but if you two both are playing the different versions, Amber's gonna get Pokemon you don't get, and you're gonna get Pokemon she doesn't get, you just trade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, it has the Platinum Dex.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, so you can even like just trade online with people and you can just get all the Pokemon.
I mean, like, what was it? The exclusive Pokemon's like, I know it's Glameow and Stunky, but I forget what the other one is.
Yeah. I can't remember the last
remember.
one either, but you're right in those first two.
I thought it
Oh
was
right,
Sudowoodo.
Bagon's Shining Pearl exclusive. It was
Oh, that's
Pearl
weird.
exclusive back in the original.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. It's like a weird thing because that Pokemon OP when you finally like evolve it.
Mhm.
But to be fair, both
Which
games have an
Pokemon?
OP one with card shop. So
Which one was the Pearl exclusive?
Bagon.
Bagon.
Oh, Bagon. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the
I think
river
if I remember-
snails.
If I remember correctly, I think Sudowoodo and Mr. Mime were version exclusive at one point.
Yeah, I think
Because
you're
they
right
did
because that was the
Baby Bond.
generation that introduced the Mime Junior. So
Yeah,
like,
Mime
made it
Junior and
exclusive.
Bonsai.
Yeah, I think I've already got down a team for my playthrough, but we'll see.
Yeah, I have somewhat of an idea too, but it's gonna depend because if they add Pokemon in from the other generations you can catch right off the bat, then it might change my ideas too.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope that they fixed. You know, I know that they did with Platinum Dex and all that other stuff, but man, Fire types got really screwed over in Gen 4.
Yeah, because there was
Yeah.
none. There was literally two: your starter and Ponyta, and that's all you got.
And then in Platinum they get introduced Houndour, and that was it.
And Flareon.
Yeah.
But who really uses Flareon?
Oh yeah, Flareon too. But
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Flareon.
Flareon kind of just exists because its stats don't really match well its moves. That's the
Yeah.
unfortunate thing.
Didn't get Flare Blitz until I think Gen 6.
I think it was Gen 6, yeah.
Yeah, so it didn't actually get a move more tailored to its stats until years after it existed. That's harsh.
I think the games I'm more excited for in terms of remakes is X and Y because they really need remakes.
Yeah, I've heard that
Yeah.
a lot about those games. Like, they were okay when they came out, but there were so many issues even back then. People hoped would have been addressed with the third game, and they never did the third game. That's when they stopped even doing that idea.
Yeah.
Really, the X and Y big problem they need is the gym leaders need to rework their teams. Like Wolfric is the last gym leader in that game, and it's literally there's no excuse for a lot of the stuff that happened with his team. He has like 3 Pokemon. The final gym leader has 3 Pokemon.
That's pretty
And
bad.
not only that, and not only that, he doesn't even have a like at that point in the game, you've already fought a Mega Pokemon.
So they're
Why
not even
couldn't the
Omegas at
bomb-
that point. It's just standard old roster.
Well, so you have
Yeah,
Zarnias
yeah.
or Yveltal on your team. You already have the
Yeah.
legendary.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. What the heck happened?
What's in the anime, Wolfric had an Omega Abominusnow. Why couldn't he have that in the game?
Why couldn't half those gym leaders have had a Mega Pokemon besides Karina?
Yeah. That's what I said. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like a lot of the, it's just I look back at the teams and I was just like I liked X and Y when it came out, and I spent a lot of time because I was still doing competitive like stuff, like trying to train Pokemon with competitive, natures and stuff like that. I just spent a lot of hours running back and forth on the on the breeding on the route with the daycare because I was breeding eggs. But man, I thought about it and I was just like X and Y really like it's not that bad of a game, but man, it was really watered down. I'll tell you that
Yeah.
much for sure.
I mean, it introduced a lot of new stuff, like customization for the trainers.
Yeah, I mean that's what
But-
sparked that. It's been a thing since.
And then there's also the 3D Pokemon, but other than
Yeah.
that, it's watered down for a Pokemon game.
Yeah, and sadly, because of the 3D Pokemon, that started the trend of every game started to run like butt. Because I mean, the
Yeah.
impressive looking models, but the systems were never really up to snuff to handle it. Sadly,
Yeah, but at least this is not as bad as Diamond and Pearl.
I don't know. Have you
That
seen
was
Sun and Moon on a base 3DS? Oh. PowerPoint.
I mean, I played it on the base 3DS.
Oh, I'm sorry you had a PowerPoint. I've seen footage like how did this not cause problems in testing? I'm surprised it got released like this.
Diamond and Pearl was actually kind of worse than that.
Yeah, Lester, he does have a point.
Yeah, that is true.
So
Freaking
if I can
Diamond
survive
Pearl
Diamond and
ran.
Pearl, I can survive Sun and Moon.
Remember how long it took to save in Diamond and Pearl?
Yeah, you can
30
actually
seconds.
put down the system and go make a sandwich and it'll be done.
It's like 30 seconds for your first save.
Oh, dude, it was worse back in the day when I tried to play the game on a flash card as well. It's like, well, I want to start a new save, but I don't want to delete it on my actual cartridge. So let me play with this flash card. Problem is, I was using like a class 2 SD card, which are really slow, especially by today's standards. So it would take like 2 minutes to save your game. No joke. Actually, 2 minutes.
That's way too long.
I remember when it does saving a lot of data. Anytime you interact with a PC, saving a lot of data.
Yeah, because for some reason, just checking out the PC was enough to overload the game. It's like, all right, well, you did too much. I gotta save again.
I remember when I was a kid, I would get so bored watching the save icon. I was a kid. I was a late teenager when it first came out. I'd sit there and I'd watch the rotations. It did like the rotation of the little clock icon in the corner, and it took like 6.5 full rotations before it saved.
Yikes. Yeah, that's a lot.
This is why I like Platinum more.
Yeah,
My Platinum is still my favorite Pokemon game.
That's fair,
it's
yeah.
one of my favorites. I was telling Amber the other day, oh boy, I don't know if this is a hot take or not, and I don't know if you feel this way, guys, but I like Oraz, but I still prefer Emerald over Oraz.
Yeah, I kind of do too.
Yeah, I mean, the
I-
biggest
I-
problem I have with Oars is that compared to Emerald, it just doesn't have as much. Not nearly as much
I mean,
content.
There's a
Mostly
lot of
because
stuff
Battle
in
Frontier missing.
Yeah. Yeah,
that
completely
did.
cutting that out did not help things.
I mean, there's
I mean-
some things about Oraz I really like. Like, I like the Delta episode. That was one thing I really liked.
It's
But
good and theory of like going to the moon and everything.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that
Yeah.
was fun. Especially having a chance to get a Deoxys without an event that just doesn't exist. That was nice.
yeah, that was nice. I've noticed that Game Freak's finally been kind of saying, "Hey, having mythical Pokemon kind of stink."
Yeah, exactly. So just buy this $30 Pokeball controller for a Mew.
Yeah.
I'm still crying about that. Like, guys, stop! You're one step
Well,
closer and one step
I
further at
mean-
the same time.
They made it so, I mean, like, with Oraz, you can catch a Deoxys in the game. You don't have to worry about an event Pokemon anymore. It's literally in the game.
Yeah.
Crystal version on the VC, now you can get a free Celebi. And in Sword and Shield, at least the expansion pass, you can get Keldeo for free.
Yeah, that's true. Which that was another event that just, if you missed it, doesn't exist anymore.
It's nice. I'm like, I wish that they would do that with all the mythical Pokemon, because I'm gonna be honest with you, having I think at this point every mythical Pokemon, at least in some way, shape, or form, except Deontay. I think that's the
Well,
only one I have.
I know
I
they
don't have.
planned on giving Manaphy out for free when Shining Pearl and
Yeah, I was gonna
Diamond
say,
released.
because it's within like the first month you can download that off the mystery event.
Okay, cool. I just need to download it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I have to remember how to do that too. Because I keep on forgetting, because I haven't played like Sword and Shield since launch, and I keep on forgetting anytime they do a event, like, oh yeah, I should probably do that. Oh, and it's already passed. Ah, crap. So I'm not as invested, it doesn't matter as much. It's still like, you should probably remember more.
Yeah. If it's
Do you guys?
really rare Pokemon, you might as well get it.
Yeah.
That's what I
Do
tried
you
to do.
guys remember when Diamond and Pearl were out, and if you actually beat Pokemon Ranger, they gave you Manaphy?
I
And
remember
it's so
hearing
good.
it, yeah, because I never had that
I
as a
I
kid.
actually had
Yeah.
Pokemon Ranger, and I was waiting to transfer Manaphy over to Pearl, and that was part of my main team.
Yeah. I like Manaphy a lot. My
I
brother
also
had
really
it
love
because
the
he had.
design of the egg. It's a really cool
Yeah.
egg.
My brother had Ranger, and he played it. He wanted the Manaphy. And so I said, yeah, you can go ahead, because, like I said before, it had a freaking weird stipulation of you can only get one Manaphy off of a cart.
Yeah,
A
so
cart.
once you've done it, it's done. To be fair, the Jirachi thing from the bonus disc of Pokemon Coliseum did the same thing back in the day, but the workaround was just completely delete your save file and then it worked again.
Oh,
So you could have multiple Jirachis at that
Yeah, I
point.
mean, I remember as a kid I did that a lot. It's like, okay, well, I'm not using this other copy of like Ruby now because I'm playing Sapphire, or like I'll flip flop at that point. So like, okay, well, just use these to get Jirachis for free. I have so many Jirachis.
I just.
I'm thinking of
Well,
using Manaphy again in my main team.
You might as well, because you
Oh,
will
on
be
a-
getting another one.
yeah.
So I'll have 2 Manaphies. And maybe this time I'll actually, make it competitive.
Yeah. Yeah, this could be the time because of how much stuff has changed. I've heard Gen 8, I mean, out of all of them, but this is the one I've seen the most for a competitive scene. Like, people really jived with this one. And having Gen 4's remake be a Gen 8 thing, I can see the competitive scene just building up again.
Yeah.
It's also the
Actually, why I kind of
weird
did
thing.
that whole thing, kind of started the whole thing because it was so easy to train.
Oh,
easy to
yeah.
train everybody.
Now they
Yeah.
made it really easy to do it in Sword and Shield. It's very.
Oh, yeah. I mean, now,
basically
like, in the
effort
past for
is
competitive scenes, they didn't
non-existent.
care. They let people just cheat to get the Pokemon they need for the team because they realized, yeah, they get the good team. You're probably going to spend hundreds of hours just training up a team of 6. So, sure, just use Game Shark. But now with how easy it is to do in Sword and Shield, you just do it. You train, and it's not a big deal.
Breeding for perfect IVs, then effort values, then egg moves.
I mean,
and
that
all
stuff is still a thing now, and it's still a pain, but it's more alleviated because of, like, new items in the series.
Oh, I found an interesting fact yesterday. It was funny. If you guys played Heart Gold and Soul Silver and you had the Togepi egg, when Togepi hatched in new extra sensory, well,
Yeah, I
that means
remember
that Togepi's dad was a Noctowl.
Yeah. It's like when you think about it, the only other Pokemon that knew it, it's a bird. Hey, wait a minute.
Kind of weird when you really think about it. It's just like
Yeah, because the
Togepi's
thing
dad
doesn't
was a
evolve
Noc-
into a bird. I mean, well, kind of, because in later gens it does get wings.
Yeah.
Well, starting with 4th gen and all.
I mean, it evolved into Togetic in Gen 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, which has a little set of wings, but doesn't do much. But then you get Togekiss, which is basically a bird.
Yeah, I used Togekiss in a competitive team. I love
Yeah.
using Trick. And then I had,
Togekiss
Air
is
Slash
literally
and
like
Flamethrower.
Togekiss is literally like one of my all-time favorite Pokemon. So
Yeah. It's very fun to use.
you know what was fun to use when I was playing White and Black and White 2? Um, Cincino, because they give you a free hidden ability Cincino when they're doing the tutorial on the dens, and Cincino's ability is really kind of cool because it allows you to do the 5 attack for 2 to 5 times, always 5.
Oh wow, so
Oh,
at
yeah.
that point, those moves actually become usable.
Yeah. So like moves like Tail Slap do a lot of damage.
Yeah. Because the problem is, those moves are really good if you get the 5 hits, but most of the time you don't, and they're just crap.
Yeah. But I always enjoyed it. Like that's why Cincino and Mincino are becoming like one of my favorite Pokemon because it's like so weird because I really like Pokemon that evolve with Shiny Stone for some reason.
Yeah, that is a good point, because that's not
like
as
Rosary,
common,
too.
and also still kind of a pain to get.
I like
You know,
Rose
one of
Raid
my
too.
favorite changes in Pokemon
What?
was Eevee evolving, but via just evolutionary stone.
Yeah, that helped a
Like,
lot of those later
Glaceon got that.
evolutions.
Like, Glaceon, you could evolve it with the Ice Stone instead of an Icy Rock.
And same goes for Leafeon with a Leaf Stone because that one did not make sense.
Yeah, I mean, can we finally just get the Pokemon XD treatment for Umbreon and Espeon? Just let them evolve with Sun and Moon Stones, please.
Yeah.
Come on, like one game did it, and those stones were key items, so they weren't even the same item technically. And I'm like, so close. We're so close to doing that again. Please, can we just do that?
Yeah.
You showed you could do it. Just do it.
At least Sylveon makes sense because it needs a fairy move,
Yeah, pretty much.
which is pretty easy to get. But yeah, Espeon and Umbreon, they need their stones instead of nighttime, daytime.
So yeah, they need to have that. But you know, Sword and Shield made it really easy to just get the evolutions just out in the wild.
Yeah. Since some of them are hard to find stones for, that's a good change.
Well, not only that, is one thing I really found like useful if you're trying to find a certain Pokemon in the wild area. You can abuse the clock and
Yeah.
make it the weather condition you need it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I seen that all the time, especially when people were doing shiny hunts, when, like, not only when the game came out, but then every DLC upgrade to it. I've seen people always do shiny hunts by just changing around the system clock to make things easier to just hunt down. And it makes a big difference.
I didn't realize until I got my 3rd shiny Pokemon from Max Raid Dynamax Adventures. I didn't realize that it was actually kind of fairly common to get shiny Pokemon there.
Yeah, I think they have higher odds of showing up there as a shiny than anywhere else.
Yeah, they do.
So,
I think it's like
like, you do have a 1 in 4 shot every time you do those raids to get a shiny. Since you're able to catch like 4 Pokemon, I think, at most.
I think I did the calculations with the shiny charm because I had the shiny charm at that point. I think it was literally a 1 in 100 chance, so it's like literally 1% chance you can get a shiny.
It's
Yeah,
not
that's
bad.
a pretty good chance.
That's really good. I know a lot of people's like 1%. That sucks. No.
For shiny, that's actually really good because their odds are in the pooper.
Good.
Yeah, it's like 1 in 2,000 normally.
Yeah, something like that. So
Yeah.
it's a huge difference to actually have a 1% instead of like a 0.00001%.
I literally
Yes.
like my jaw dropped when I got Zygarde shiny. I was like, wait, what? Sword and Shield was fun. I don't know.
Yeah, Sword and Shield are pretty fun.
I still need to go back and like finish the game, obviously, because I'm still only an hour in technically. Not much progress there. So I still haven't picked up the DLC because of that. Like, why pick it up if I haven't beaten the base game?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't unless you really enjoy it.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard it's worth it from a lot of people who do enjoy it, but obviously it's like, you may want to wait if you didn't play the base game, because some of the stuff in the DLC can be a little hard if you don't have a team ready for that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I've heard some people say, yeah, it takes a lot of grinding time to just kind of do anything in, like, at least the first thing of DLC. I haven't heard as much of a problem with the second one, but the first one was kind of grindy.
If you manage to get Togekiss in, like, at least a Togepi in a max raid battle, which is pretty easy, and you get Togepi, Togekiss kind of breaks the game in half.
It does?
Yeah. And not only that, with making it so that how easy it is to get previous moves, because they literally just got rid of the heart scale requirement for like move relearners. Hey, there's a guy at a Pokemon Center that just tells you, he's like, "Hey, do you want to remember this move that you used to know?"
That's
and it makes
helpful.
it so much easier.
That's
that is
helpful,
so
that
that quality. I didn't appreciate that quality life change, but I really think that's like the best feature that they did in this game. Is
because trying to get
heart
heart scales in any of the other games is next to impossible, because there's only a set number in the game, and then the only other option at that point is just to find them randomly.
Or
just
capture
love
disc.
Yeah, that's pretty much the random element at that point. Like, you kind of just rely on catching one Pokemon, hope they have it. Did not mean to eat that.
Yeah, like, you want to talk about good features that Sword and Shield introduced, that was like the best thing ever.
That's a big one, to be fair, yeah.
And I'm kind of glad that Sun and Moon got rid of HMs.
Yeah, I am too.
Yeah, that's another thing, too, because honestly, they're not really needed, so the fact that they're now gone is like, oh, I'm not really going to miss them. Because half the time, they're always taking up a slot that I want to use for something.
Yeah, I wonder how Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are going to do that. Are we going to get HMs back, or are they going to do something else?
That's a good question, since they've already removed HMs from the main games. We've seen it in like the Gen 1 remake for the Let's Go games. They didn't bring back the HMs, but they still had the HM requirements, so they just had it almost like a key item kind of thing at that point, with your Pikachu and Eevee. If they do something like that again, that could work.
I hope they do something with Gen 4, with Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, because Gen 4 had really bad problems with HMs.
Yeah, I mean, because you needed at
major
least
issues.
5 at one point, and it's like, well, I can't have that on one Pokemon, so I need 2 HM Pokemon with me. So
But
2
look
of
at
your
Gen
4
3.
Pokemon, well, 2 of your 6 Pokemon slots were just HM moves, and that's it.
Because Victory Road and Gen 3 had like, you had to have like at least 5 HMs on you. And that was really bad. There was like Rock Smash, Flash, Surf, Waterfall, Strength.
Yes, I really do hope at that point they can just kind of take a note from what they've already done with the Let's Go games and just kind of say, yeah, we'll just make this a key item of some kind, maybe.
Yeah, I hope
not
so
making
too.
a move. And we have like a little over a month before the game comes out, so they still could show more about it. So far, it's pretty good on food. I should... Wait. I want to make more speed things because I like running fast, and we're getting to a point where that's all we need. I might as well just do this again. Taking advantage of my cooking time here.
I'm pretty excited for contests too, actually.
Yeah, I wonder how that's going to change in the remake.
Underground.
And then the Underground, too. I really wonder what they're doing with that. That was already pretty expansive in just the original game, and then I think they added more in Platinum.
Yeah. I remember playing with my cousin in the Sun Underground, and we would constantly just play Capture the Flag.
Yeah, that was something I did a lot, too, with friends back in the day. Just capture the flag, and just... We kept on grinding that up to a point where we could start unlocking more things in the Underground section.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really good thing just to get items from. Okay, I got 2 more slots, so I think I know what I'm gonna do. Make one of these. Get 2 more speed things. Yeah, you can wait. I'm still cooking here. That thing I just made. Can I take one of the 5s? Can't take a 5. I do need some of these heart ups for when we do trial the sword, because I'm starting with all the hearts I can carry. Any powers you have going in, you do keep. So having things like attack up, defense up, heart up, all that stuff's good to have. I don't need defense up at this point, I don't think. If it was in Master Mode, that'd be a different story. But I'll keep the one tough skewer. The rest I don't need. I do have some attack up stuff, so I should be fine on that front. In case I want to go in with a couple of these. I'm going to save before we do every one of them, so I can just reload the files. So if anything, may just do 1 more hardy and 1 more speed. That should be fine. And then back to Korok hunting. So the version will be over. Let's go from here. We were even talking in the beginning when the blood moon was happening. It's happening later than I thought, though, to be fair.
Yeah, 3 hours later.
Yeah, I mean, we have been warping around a decent amount, so pausing has changed the timer, I guess, at that point to at least half an hour over what we thought, but that's still later. Still a lot later than the original estimate.
I thought it would be like around like an hour ago that we would have gotten the blood moon.
Yeah. I also want to get a move on here because this looping music is driving me nuts. I hit the same piano piece for 5 minutes in a row. Finally. Actual music. Okay, let's see about this one. Oh, what the? Okay. This is as weird as the stick one from before. Give me that luminous stone.
Air.
Yeah, that's the Korok for some reason. So they didn't just do it with the stick, they also did it with a stone. Okay. I mean, they're getting creative here, I like that, but that's still kind of random.
That's just weird.
Yeah, because I don't even think much of that when I see it. It's like, oh, that's just a random little collectible. Let me just grab that. Oh, it's a Korok. Who would have guessed? I think that's what they meant for that to be, because you're not going to expect it to be a Korok when you're just trying to get supplies. And
Yeah.
it succeeds on that front, I guess.
It's pretty well hidden too, to be honest.
Yeah. Based on that formation on the map, I think this is another get all the trees to have the exact same amount of fruit one, and this is going to be easy. I'm going to save because I always feel I'm going to screw this up. Okay, it's the very far end one. I just love doing that. I don't care if that's intended or not, that's the solution. It shouldn't work, but it does. I love it. Just restock on some of those durians we just used in our cooking spree. Okay, mark that off. That should be 373. Should be correct. Okay, good. Yep. I need to load back up, like, even the beginning of this. I don't even know how many Koroks we had to start, but it's like 320 something? I'm just alone. I think we got 50.
321 or something like that.
Jeez, man. Yeah, 52%. We definitely jumped on our percentile. Okay, we're not getting the 55 before we end, because I'm only going for a couple more minutes, but the fact that we're close to 55 is still weird.
Alright, I'm back, guys. I'm sorry about that.
Alright.
So, how many Koroks have we found so far?
373 in total.
Not gonna get to 400 tonight?
We not. I mean, yeah, this way we actually could. It's not even that far off. Okay, where is the? Wait a minute. That's a little suggestive. Oh, you gotta be in like the middle of the pond, really? And this is one of the worst areas to try to do this stuff in because Farron is so laggy in this game. There's just so much going on because of the weather effects that it loves to chug. I've noticed with the gyro control, that's when it gets a little weird because it can sometimes just drop your input. Well, I will say the other day I was having massive input issues again with my system too, and I think I figured out what it could have been. I have, like the other day, like what was it, last week when we did that stream for the amiibo shelf thing, I still had that mouse out. So the other day, it was like near my system, kind of. Well, more close to my controller, but either way, it was, I guess, close enough to cause problems. Because it runs off 2.4 gigahertz, which is the same thing as literally every other device known to human beings, apparently. Why do we all have to use the same frequency for things? It's a tech pet peeve of mine, but that's a story for a different day. I had the mouse off, but I still left the batteries in it. So I guess it was enough for it to still put out a signal. And if that was interfering with the system, that would make sense with the same frequency. I immediately removed the batteries, things are fine. Okay. Like,
That's just...
why?
What?
I know Nintendo themselves said, at least when the system came out, because I can read even on like their support page, they say like, try to keep the system away from wireless devices, including routers or like speakers or like your mouse and keyboard. Like, okay, you gotta be a little more specific on like why or which devices, because some wireless devices could be its own different frequency and it should be fine, and then you have things like that mouse that apparently was not fine. Oh, that's what's... I was like, what's the
Especially when
point
it's
in this
turned
cave?
off.
Yeah, the thing wasn't even on, so why is that a problem?
Explosions everywhere. It's a Michael Bay film.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even need to do it, but I don't have any normal arrows. Like, well, I got 80 bombs, so might as well. Yeah, I'm glad, at least in this game, bomb arrows are not just a weird, glitchy, like, hack item you can use compared to, like, Link's Awakening, where I don't think that was intended, but it still felt intended.
What was intended?
Bomb arrows, where you had to combine your arrows and your bombs as, like, 2 separate items, and then, boom, bomb arrows. But they felt like, this feels like a workaround method. I don't think they realized at first. Like, it felt like a weird way of using bomb arrows. It wasn't until Twilight Princess where they just made them a natural item.
and made it broken with a glitch.
Yeah, with the original release of the game on like both GameCube and Wii, you could just get infinite bomb arrows. Like, yep, they didn't think that one through. I'm fine with this. That makes the cave ordeals way easier. Then I had to try when I played the Wii U version, and man, trying was weird.
Oh yeah, Matt. Me and Lester were talking about this earlier before the stream, but I noticed Coulter on the eShop is 15.6 gigabytes compared to Steam, which is like 3.6 gigabytes.
Which game is this?
KOTOR, the Star Wars game.
Yeah.
Oh, KOTOR's... Good God.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe they add some quality of life improvements to it. Maybe it's like extra textures that are making the game bigger. I don't think they really disclosed like if there's anything different with this one yet. So it is kind of a question of why is it like 10 gigs more than the PC version, which can also output in 1080p? I'm just thinking it has to do with textures at that point. If there's no new features, that would make sense. I mean, Sonic Colors for some reason on PC is like 30 gigs, and that game fit on the 4 gig DVD back on the Wii. I know everyone saw that at first and like, what happened here? Why is this game so big? It's a Wii game. Then you gotta think, it runs in 4K on everything but the Switch. 4K texture packs are big. Multiple gigabyte files.
Or you could be like Activision and not compress things.
Yeah.
Oh
Fair.
yeah, like Call of Duty, which is like 100 gigabytes.
I think it's with. I think it was specifically with Modern Warfare's remake. That's the one I think that made the headlines. It was that or Black Ops 4, but ooh, nice rainbow. I don't think I've seen a rainbow in this game before. Don't mind me. Jay, hang on. Even better. I'm gonna go pro mode here.
And we found the thumbnail for the stream.
Yeah, it's gonna be probably me falling in a pit or something. But not like I was saying. It was either the Modern Warfare remake or it was the... I passed it. I gotta turn back. Rainbow distracted me. Modern Warfare or Black Ops 4 that finally, like, if you install this on, like, a 250 gig PlayStation or Xbox, like, yep, that's your whole console now. It was finally to a point where it fills the system by itself. And that's insane. So now when you see hard drive deals where like, we're going to give you a copy of the new Modern Warfare for free with this purchase of a hard drive. It's like, yeah, because I need the hard drive to store the game. It's too big otherwise.
Pretty much, yeah.
I've seen the Battlefield game coming out next month doing the same thing. Like, you can buy the solid state drive with Battlefield 2042 on it. It's like, I'm probably going to need that just for Battlefield, aren't I?
Yeah.
I'm still, like, I had to rearrange my PC game library because I filled up my 8 terabyte I bought last year just for PC games. So I'm strapping the other 8 terabyte to it. I'm trying to spread out the load of games so it's like the big games stay on one thing and then the other gets like the other set of big games. So basically Steam on one, Epic Games on the other. Because Steam for me is almost 4 terabytes of just games. Epic Games is almost 2.
God.
And just to compare, Shin Megami Tensei 5 is 12.7 gigabytes.
I can fit that on a simple SD card. I can't tell you how many 32 gig cards I just have lying around that can go unused. That just fit that game alone. And then another copy of the game. Yeah, I'm debating what... I don't know what I want to do with my old Switch when it comes to memory. I'm debating either putting a 32 gig in there and just saying, screw it, let's go big and put my old, like... I have an old 128 card just sitting around. It's not being used. I may just put in there. But it's like, I'm only going to use the Switch I'm playing on now for mostly physical games. So it's like, it would feel redundant just to put a huge amount of gigabytes back into the system. I'm not going to use them. Okay, this is getting stupid.
I can say getting a 1 terabyte micro SD card for this system was probably the best decision I ever made.
Yeah, I mean, I know that wasn't cheap because those things are pretty pricey, but they will definitely last you.
Yeah, I got it from Black Friday last year, and it was like $100, $150.
That's not bad for 1 terabyte. Like, I want to get a new solid state drive for my computer because I have a 500 gig one, and that's constantly hitting the full mark. And I'm looking at 1 terabytes for that, and it's like, well, that's going to cost you over 100. So the fact you found an SD card of the same caliber for like that price is pretty good.
Yeah, I still have, I think, a 512 gigabyte SD card.
Also pretty good.
That's still pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm using specifically just a 400 now because in the past I used 200 gigs. And for a while that was fine, but most of my games on the Switch are physical, and the digital games are like mere megabytes a lot of the times, because if it's a digital game on there, it's probably an indie title.
I had to go delete some space though because I am running out.
Yeah.
I have. If you saw my shelf though,
that's
you
why.
can see why.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much the primary system of yours at this point is Switch.
Well, I just like collecting for it at this point. I'm been becoming more of a collector of Switch games more than actually playing. Like, I'll play them, but I don't know when that'll be, though.
Pretty much.
Yeah, since I got a new bookcase, I'm most likely going to start getting more physical games again than buying just digitally.
Yeah, because if you can
Yeah.
actually store the games physically, then you're probably better off longevity to have a physical copy anyways, because then you can just get more in the long run since your system won't fill up.
Yeah, my only
Yeah.
issue before was just I was running out of space to put stuff.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting to that point myself, but I don't pick up enough where I feel like I need to just change out bookshelves just yet for that. Plus, if I do, I need to make more space in the actual room. And that's kind of a challenge.
I had to go delete some games the other day off my Switch because I just, well, they were big games, and I was like, I'm never gonna get to you anytime soon. So I was like, why am I?
That's kind of where I am with certain ones too. Like, if I'm not going to get to this anytime soon, it's take up so much space, and it's not even a game I paid for. It's like if it's a free-to-play, then like, all right, you're out of here.
Yeah, that's what I did with Resident Evil 5 and Resident Evil 6. It's like, I'm not going to play you anytime soon.
Yeah, and they take up a lot of space on their own. Jeez, that popping. Holy crap.
It's just hard to gauge when you're wanting to play because, well,
Yeah, my mentality is I try
sometimes
to
it
keep
just
things
works out that
around.
way, I guess.
I try to keep things like around on my systems at all time because like, yeah, I want to play this and I don't want to spend hours to download this, or I don't want it to be a thing where I want to download it and now it's delisted and I can't even download my physical or digital thing. So it's one of those I'm just like, I'm that kind of preservation person at that point. Keep it all available. That means I gotta buy another 8 terabyte drive. Alright, take me to the Amazon listing. Because that's already kind of been an issue with certain games here and there. Like, yep, they don't exist anymore. So whatever you got, that's probably your only way of playing it. If you delete that, you're probably never playing the game.
Yeah. I mean, I'll
Simpsons
eventually
game.
play RE5 and RE6, but not right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another thing, too. If you don't think you're even going to get to the games anytime soon, and it's not going to be that big of a problem to re-download, then it doesn't matter. Like with my internet, I can easily just re-download stuff if I wanted to. I'm just worried about that whole data cap thing. I don't want to run up a wall there just to download one game. I can only take my laptop with me to so many houses to download there. It's like, hey neighbor, can I use your internet? Don't mind me, I'm just downloading Modern Warfare. You won't miss these 100 gigs, right?
I remember like 5 or 6 years ago, I had so many problems with my internet though that I wouldn't have been able to do this.
Yeah,
But
that's
now I
fair.
can.
Hey, I remember 2 or 3 weeks ago when I was thinking the same thing.
Data caps are evil.
Yeah, I hate data
Yeah,
caps.
they are.
And I don't like... You have to pay an extra X amount of dollars per month just to get rid of them. And it's always different depending on the company you go with. Like for me, with Comcast, it's an extra $25 just to get rid of that. And it's like, that's not really worth it. It's not. I was gonna say, that better count.
Yeah, you found me.
I don't think we're gonna get to 400 tonight because I don't want like go too much longer. We're already hitting that 4-hour mark close. Well, no, like 3.5 because we did start half an hour later. So I'm gonna try to get close. We're just getting a couple more here and there.
Oh, you're already at 53%.
That's true. I mean, in terms of percentage, one step closer to being 55. I could soon go to that retirement home for bingo.
And one step closer to getting to 69. Nice.
Well, we already passed that, sadly. We had 369 Koroks, and I said we can't even tell the stream that because they'll never live it down.
I didn't say anything, and I know this.
And I didn't either, and that's the point.
Only Matt would.
It's just like in Fire Emblem. If I have a 69% chance of hitting, I have to go for it.
Is it a good idea? No, but I need to.
No.
It's in my blood.
But I need to. It's just principle. I don't. It's not a good chance, but you know what? It's principle. I have to. I've noticed it. I have to go for it. You know,
Okay.
I just thought about something with the new Switch Online like libraries with N64 and all that. I noticed that the Japanese version of my brain's just decided to quit on me.
I think I know where you're kind of going. I don't know what title to think of exactly, but I just thought, oh man, that means because you could just easily make an account, and as long as you have a Switch Online, it doesn't matter if you're paying for it in the different region. You get access to that region's lineup of games. We can play the
Yeah, you
JP
can.
versions of a lot of the N64 titles, and some of them are drastically different, like Majora's Mask. So when that releases, that could be a whole different beast for some people. And also the speedruns. I wonder how the speedrun scene is going to attack. It's probably still going to be Wii PC. Let's not kid ourselves because of the glitches.
They're too much, man. We have to.
I doubt you'll be able to do Ace on the Switch Online. I mean, someone tried to do that with like Mario Bros. 3 when the NES first released, and it just crashed the emulator. So I think they'll probably have fail-safes like that in place. I just hope the controls in those games don't feel like garbage, like they did on like Wii and Wii U for a lot of games. A lot of games just felt way too loose. If you have to push the stick in like 50% up just to move, that's not good. So for aiming in like the 3D Zeldas is a pain. I got used to it, but I also grew up with the GameCube ports of the Zelda games on N64, so it didn't matter to me. I was already used to the crap.
Somebody tweeted out here. It says, Kirby lore is dark enough when the opening is, Kirby wants cookies. So starting off with, Kirby stumbles upon abandoned city is not going anywhere good.
Yeah, he's gonna come in there and just ask for all your food. If you don't apply, it's gonna be
I
terrible.
mean, what food is left?
Good question. Bananas? There's a lot of palm trees.
I mean, think of the last game. It all started because Kirby wanted to make a friend with a heart. And then all of a sudden now he's taking down the embodiment of evil.
That's like, wait a minute.
Pretty much.
How do we go from
like
that
some
to
sort of
evil?
eldritch horror from space that Kirby takes down.
Yeah, we just somehow escalate quickly.
And it's like
It's so funny.
Kirby wanted a donut. Instead, he fights the face of evil.
I mean, who used to that? Kirby 64, anybody?
I had a talk with coworkers at work, and one of my coworkers said, "Yeah, I bet you Kirby could beat Vegeta." And
I mean,
one
yeah,
of my
because he beat
coworkers
Boo.
was like, well, one of my coworkers was like, "No way," and he said, "Yes," and I told him, I said, "Dude, Kirby eats. He literally eats like eldritch god monsters for one morning, then goes and takes a nap like 5 minutes later."
Yep, he don't care.
Just like Marks.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder why they're friends and star allies.
Kirby literally eats gods for breakfast. He's not of this. He's
not of this
cosmic
world because he
level
is an
threat.
alien.
I'm pretty sure Kirby's like the strongest fictional character ever made.
It feels like it half the time. Because he can just
like
eat
it half
anything. He literally can eat a black hole.
He's cosmic level threat. Let's put it that way.
In a puffball.
And the funny thing is, my coworker's like, and he's still a baby.
Yeah, that's the worst part. Imagine if that was a full-grown adult. Kirby would just be the murderer of the galaxy. No one can stop him. Not even a new Kirby.
Somebody tweeted out. Somebody put post of the old Mario movie from 1985. They said, "Apologize to this movie right now."
Yeah. Guys, it wasn't as bad as you thought. Look, Chris Pratt's in the new one. It's not as bad as you thought.
We haven't even seen what the movie looks like.
We don't have any information besides maybe a voice cast, and that doesn't even tell you anything.
No.
It literally tells us nothing.
It's just like, I think it's literally just telling me, it's just like, you all just pulled that out of a hat, didn't you?
That's about right. That's kind of what happens normally.
I mean,
It was like, well, what else do we have planned? Let's just add this.
why? I mean, what do you? That's the thing. It's like they said, "Oh, Mario's gonna be talking a lot in this movie." I was like, why?
Mario
He
doesn't
needs to-
talk.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the most he ever says is grunts.
Either
Elmo,
that
guess
or
again.
there you go.
Or Luigi.
In Mario and Luigi games, he speaks gibberish Italian. So
Yeah, the most we've ever got for actual dialogue from them has been from like random games that Nintendo themselves never made, like Mario teaches typing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for playing my game.
That's
Okay, good.
pretty much the only line he would say in a Mario game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a one-liner, and that's all you get.
Or so long, King Bowser. It's supposed to be that. I know everybody hears it as Gay Bowser, but
Yeah, well, sound compression did not help that clip.
Nope.
it's sound compression for its finest.
I have a sound clip that someone altered that actually says that. Anytime. Anytime I need to use it, I have it. I don't know what I would use it for, but I have it.
I don't know about you guys, but I heard King Bowser no matter what out of that.
It always sounded like Gay Bowser to me, but I trust.
see why people
that-
say that. I've never really
Yeah.
heard it until the internet just said, it's Gay Basher. Like, no, it's not. And I can kind of hear it now.
Yeah, I can hear it, but I
Kind of
also-
one of those.
when I first heard it without like any outside influence, I thought it said just King Bowser.
It's just my problem is once you hear it, you can't unhear it.
That is
Yeah.
always the problem. Once you hear anything of that weird nature, it's stuck. There was something else like that too, and I can't specifically remember as well. Like it's something that we haven't even mentioned before in any of these like streams or videos. But I can't put my finger on it. I know the Sunshine one with the daisies is kind of famous too, where people mishear something very phallic.
Oh yeah. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yep. Oh, I love it redacted.
Oh, I love a redacted.
I mean, it's not like a Go XLR. I just hit a sensor button, but nah, I don't have that. I can make one.
There was other weird things that I always thought was weird that I thought the character said in some instances. I'm trying to remember another instance of this happening.
Yeah, because that's where I'm at. It's like, I know I've heard this with some other stuff, and like, more recently especially, but I can't think of an example off the top of my head. It isn't like things that's already been talked about fast.
I think I'm starting to go in the territory of weird lines that don't make any sense. Like, the first thing that comes to my mind is Sonic 06. It's like, that tornado's carrying a car.
Yeah, one of the most infamous lines, and of course they had to bring it back for generations, not the voice clip. Literally the tornado in the car.
I think I remember that in your LP, Matt.
Yeah. That tornado's carrying a car. You know what line, a dialogue from a video game lives rent-free in my head right now? when Shadow dies and Shadow the Hedgehog goes, "Damn, not here!"
Yeah. It's so violent, too, and it's like, you stub your toe and he goes like that. I'm like, okay, dude, calm down, it's just a toe.
I'm just like, why did Sega try so hard to be edgy in that game? It was so bad, it was so funny. It was so cringy, it was funny.
That's the whole point of it for that reason. It made no sense, it had no reason to be there, but here we are.
Why having Shadow cuss? Why did you make Sonic cuss?
Rivali's Gale is now
Wait, is it?
I mean,
Oh, it's gotta be this one, hang on.
Ew.
I'm like, there's supposed to be a rock here. One layer up. Two ledges that look the exact same. Can't blame me. That's the last one we'll get tonight. That's 390. That's close enough to 400. Puts us at 54. Don't want to be going for another 30 minutes. Let me turn these in.
Hey, but Lester. And 30 more Korok seeds.
The blood moon will rise? Yes, I know.
The blood moon will rise, but not the one that you're thinking of. It'll be the time when we just hit the joint, man.
Dude, don't make me just get another 10. I'll drag this out by another half an hour.
Can I use your twigs to make magic myself?
I'll do it.
I'm so bad. I'm sorry, guys. That was bad of me. Why did you get Seth Rogen to voice Donkey Kong?
I don't know.
I'm so confused about this casting for the Mario movie. I think they just picked names out of a hat. It's like, are you free this week? All right, you're Donkey Kong.
What's Donkey Kong gonna say? Okay. Is that
all right, Seth? Here's your paycheck.
Also, Cranky Kong's in it too.
Yeah, Cranky Kong's in it too. Yeah. Where's Diddy?
Yeah, Diddy's in it. They announced a VA for Diddy. I can't remember the name.
Oh, they did?
Now. Yeah, it was like they had 3 more VAs pop up at the end of that section on screen. They didn't say who they were. They just like, here, look at these pictures. But I can't remember the names that went with the faces.
I thought it was Kamek, Spike, and Cranky.
No, Diddy was one of them.
Diddy was one of them?
Yeah, I remember seeing Diddy.
Oh gosh, somebody already drew a picture of Jack Black with a Bowser suit on.
That didn't take long. That did not take long. I am not surprised, but holy crap. How much more do I need? Are you kidding me? 1 more seed for a shield. I'm mad.
Go get your
Fine. Fine. You know,
And
I'm
at
gonna
391.
No, my OCD can't take it. Where's a clump of Koroks? You know what? Hang on. This area looks good. Like somewhere around here. Yeah, okay. I'm going back to Hatino. There's so many Koroks near the Hatino area. We'll get 10 with that, and then my OCD will be fixed. Screw it, we're doing it.
Oh no.
This won't be hopefully 30 minutes, it'll just be 29, right?
Oh,
Yeah, go
that's so much better.
It's fine. I already sleep deprived from roof work. It's fine. Who needs sleep?
What's sleep?
This past week, I don't have that answer for you.
That's just sad.
Hey, Matt, you know how you guys just randomly have a bang happen once in a while in your house?
Yeah.
Now imagine that, but at like 7 in the morning, and it's 100 times louder. That's what happens when your roof is done.
I wouldn't know because I'm already up at 7 o'clock. I'm already on my first break at that point.
Fair, yeah, because you have to be at work at that time period.
You want to come at me when they start doing it at 3:30 in the morning? Oh,
I didn't fall asleep until 5 this morning, so it might as well have been like that.
Yeah, jeez. I hate going. Like, this is why I cut everything about 10 o'clock my time, because I need to get to bed because I have to get up at like 3:30.
Yeah. To be fair, you actually going to sleep around this time and then getting up at 3:30, like you're only getting a handful of hours. You're surviving. I credit on that one.
Yeah.
I really
I wouldn't
be
be able
going
to
to
do
bed.
that.
I should really be going to bed at like 8:30, 9 o'clock. And I don't know. I don't feel like I get enough time to myself anyway. So it's just like that's why I do it.
That's fair. The fact that you can survive with that, it is impressive for that reason. I don't think I'd be able to either.
Well, it doesn't help. It doesn't help that it. I think that's what sparked my sleep apnea. So
Yeah, that's true. Because at times you definitely, I know, aren't getting enough sleep.
Lester, I thought you said you only needed one.
I did, but then we made the commitment. Blame you. I blame you. You did
I
this.
said you needed one.
You did
Now you're
this.
sitting here getting 3, 4, 5.
You know, I'm looking at the voice cast. I don't see Diddy Kong anywhere.
Yeah,
Maybe I
didn't see
misread
Diddy.
that. I thought I saw
Oh,
Diddy on there, but I might have misread that.
I think you got mixed up with Cranky Kong.
Maybe? Because I know I saw the word Kong. It was only on screen for like, what, 20 seconds?
Maybe less than that.
Yeah, so if you're not like fully paying attention, you easily can just miss it.
I really hope they announce how much the Switch Online expansion is going to be.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully. The big thing I'm kind of curious of is how is that going to work with the family plan? Like, are they just going to upgrade that one too, or are they going to say, yeah, you got to just get a separate plan now? And if they do that, I'm going to be mad.
Yeah,
That would be
me too.
stupid at that point. Then you're kind of just making the family plan kind of useless if you want all the features. It would just be a cheaper way of having online, and that's it.
Which I'm guessing all of us would want Nintendo 64 and Sega Genesis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would mainly care more for the 64 games. It's like, if they didn't include Genesis with that, it's like, it wouldn't matter. But you get it by default.
Yeah. Well, Sega Genesis would be awesome to have anyway, no matter what.
I still don't
Yeah,
understand
that's right. I can
how.
play Sonic 2 on my Switch before I play Sonic 2 on my Switch.
Wait, how
I
many
still don't
times can
get that.
You can play Sonic 2 literally 2 times on the Switch.
Yeah, because I already have a copy of Sonic 2 on there because they just released it proper on the eShop. So
Yeah, Sega Ages.
yeah. So the fact that they do it again, just this time, is like, oh, it's just included with a subscription. It's like, good, I'm not paying more for this, but I already have this.
And you know what? They're going to release it again with that Genesis remastered thing that they were going to do.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It's coming next year, right?
Okay, I'm gonna ignore this one. Yeah,
I think so.
yeah, I was gonna say it is coming, well, at least presumably next year, because they still haven't talked about it, which is what I'm getting concerned about. It's just a collection of Genesis games and like one CD game. Why are we being so quiet? I'm very concerned, especially after how colors turned out.
Yeah.
Isn't that fourth game like 3D Blast or something?
I think
Did they?
so.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did they announce 3D Blast for that? Because I know the big deal is that they finally announced here's Sonic 3 and Knuckles actually being released for the first time like over 10 years. Yeah, it took us a bit.
You know, I never played Harmony of Dissonance on Castlevania, so I'm looking at the Castlevania Advanced Collection on eShop right now. I played Aria of Sorrow just a little bit. I haven't beaten. I didn't beat it, but I need to.
I've heard that's a
Circle
fan
Moon.
favorite. Like a lot of people
oh,
like
okay.
it.
So
Aria
it's Sonic
Sorrow.
1, Sonic 2, Sonic 3 Knuckles, and Sonic CD. And
Okay,
Sonic
so it was no
Origins
3D
Collection.
Blast. I was gonna say I don't remember them talking about 3D Blast. I just know they talked about the mainline Genesis games because 3D Blast was more like kind of a spin-off style thing. It wasn't really, like, at least in terms of main plot, it doesn't link into anything. I don't think. To be
Yeah,
fair,
I
it's
just
been
kinda
years since I
remember.
played it.
So I just threw out like, oh, I remember Sonic 3D Blast, but no, it's Sonic CD.
Yeah, I mean that one, it did get re-released like a decade ago, so it's been a bit since that's last gotten another re-release. But to be fair, you can still get that version of the game on your Xbox because that does work with the backwards compatibility, and then PC. So there is a modern way to play it with the Christian Whitehead version, not just the original. So that one to some people just doesn't seem as worth it. Like, I can already play this. Well, I'm good.
Oh wait, hold on a second. What did you think of the ActRaiser remake?
It looked really good. I'm
It
legit
does look
shocked
pretty
about
good.
it. Because I grew up with ActRaiser. I wasn't good at the game, but I played it, and I enjoyed what I played.
I plan to get it.
Apparently, that's a hot take because everybody says it looks like butt.
Really? Wow. I'm kind of surprised.
That's weird.
My timeline's been the opposite on that one.
Imran Khan just tweeted out says, also, wow, ActRaiser looks like shit. Why?
Add that to the
Oh,
list. Yeah, you just...
I think I did it. I
That
owe you
one.
$10. I'll do it later. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I'm
fair.
just not doing it. I cussed a couple times
Yeah.
tonight, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Sorry.
Yep.
Yeah, Imran Khan just...
It's September.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this is, I guess, the time to screw up because you save money.
He said it looked like crap. I was like, oh. I didn't really get that when I looked at it.
Neither did I. I thought it looked fine.
It looked pretty good to me.
It is different, and I know a lot of purists will see different and like, no. So, that, I guess, is kind of a problem, too. As I know that also, I mean, it was kind of justified, at least from what I heard, with the Ghosts and Goblins remake, because from what I heard, it looked kind of bad, and then it came out, and it actually was bad. It wasn't even just a joke, which was kind of sad. Don't worry, 3 more and the OCD will be fixed. The only reason why I'm like, I can easily just say, yeah, we'll blast through this real quick is just because I seen like 15 Koroks all next to each other on a map. Like that, sure. By the time our speed up food runs out, we'll have all the Koroks, which is a good sign because we had 10 minutes of food.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, guys. I get disconnected for some reason.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I even noticed that for a moment. I mean, that's what happens when I have sounds off, I guess.
Me either. I didn't notice.
It didn't matter. None of us missed you. Oh, man, I feel insulted now.
See how it is, guys. See how it is.
You know, I just
Oh,
remembered
yeah.
something. With
What?
Lappy being in Bayonetta 3, that means Cassandra Lee Morris is in Bayonetta 3.
Oh, she is, isn't she? Oh boy.
I'm just wondering where the heck they're gonna take this plot, because every Bayonetta game makes me think, what did I witness? Because the story goes all over the place in the Bayonetta games.
Yeah. Well,
Can I
Platinum's
be
not
honest
really known
with
for
you?
story anyway.
No, you know play those games for story, because you'll never like the series if you're following the story. The story is convoluted.
Yeah,
But the gameplay is amazing.
I didn't.
It doesn't make
I
any sense.
literally. I literally played through Bayonetta 1 I think it was last year or the year before. And I didn't understand what in the heck was going on.
I'll just wait till you get the Bayonetta 2. It's more of that, and also, like, more extreme.
Yeah.
But I just didn't. I literally was just like, what is even going
I
what
know.
the heck?
Again, they somehow one-upped that on Bayonetta 2, and I have no idea how they did it, because it was already crazy. and
I
that's the
literally
first game.
just lost interest, and I just said, no, I'm just not. Cutscene plays, I'm just gonna let it play. I don't care. Just,
I mean, the same thing goes with Astral Chain. Because,
Yeah.
because
I've heard
at
that
the
plot
beginning
go all
it
over the
makes
place.
sense for what they're trying to convey, but by the end it's like, what the heck is going on?
I feel like that's just like a Platinum thing in general, because a lot of things when they get to make their own individual stories, not like someone else's, they just kind of do whatever. And it shows.
I was just sitting there. When I was playing Bayonetta, I'm like, okay, so she found her younger self somehow, and
Yep.
how did she do that?
Oh,
What
don't
is
worry.
going on?
Like I said, 2 is worse about that, because they bring back time travel. And it's how they explain like who the final boss really is for both games. I'll just leave it at that. That alone kind of tells you, okay, this is a reach.
Okay, so when I play Bayonetta 2, I just need to just shut my brain off during cutscenes.
I mean,
Okay,
yes,
I
but
get
to be fair, you do that in any of the games, so it's nothing new.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Okay, how much more for the next shield? We're not doing it, but I'm curious. I think it could be another 15. How are that 25? No, okay, why are they all 15 at this point? You can charge me more. There's 900 of these stinking seeds. I can afford it.
Lester, don't do any more. I gotta get to bed, buddy. Please.
So there's more in this area. We can go ahead and collect now. And no, I'm going to bed too. I'm
Please.
going home.
Yeah.
We got a nice round of
I'm begging.
400, so that's where we actually ended. We almost got
Lester.
100 seeds tonight when you think about that.
Lester, I'm sharpening my knife, Kupo.
So you know,
Does that-
actually
does
no.
that
We're
make
gonna have a
the
long.
strawberry
We're gonna have a
then?
long streak tonight because I think we're gonna do Trial of the Sword right now.
Does that make you a Tom Berry, Matt?
You know, while we're at it, we should do Champions Battle too.
Yeah.
No, we're actually done. We deadly padded it out in our 10 minutes. So hey, could have been worse. Could have been 30.
Almost 4
It was only
hours.
10. Yeah, I was gonna say that's about a normal 4-hour anyways with this game. But hey, it was a lot accomplished because we got 400 seeds now, which, jeez, we only need 500 left when you think about it. That's insane. And then also we had that Tunic set fully upgraded, Tunic of the Wild. So at this point, all of the armor in the game that we can upgrade has been upgraded to level 4. Every single piece. So at this point, I can probably get rid of the duplicates like the Highland Trousers and then the other Flame Breaker because I don't need these now. I'll probably just sell those maybe next time we start. But yeah, at this point, it's mainly just Korok's left because we're... 54.93%. You couldn't have put me to the 55. I'm not getting another seed just for that. Oh, that's some insulting.
Sure?
So we should
I'm sharpening my knife, Kupo. Go to bed.
I think there's a seed over here.
Lester.
No, we're actually done. I'm not getting another one for that reason. That's just insult to injury. But hey, we're finally past the 50 mark. That's the bigger deal. 400 seeds, and there's nothing else to do in the land. We're 100% done minus Korok seeds for things to do in Hyrule. So you know what that means? Paid content. Next time we'll start Trial of the Sword.
Oh boy.
So we're going to get into the DLC category at this point. Next one's going to probably be the hardest because I don't find Champions Battle that difficult. It's just, you know, a story beat thing, so it's really, that's going to be really long.
Yeah.
But Trial of the Sword is the true challenge. If you're not playing Master Mode, that is, then that whole mode's challenge. So that should be one session, maybe 2 at the very most if I'm really not good. But I hope we should be fine. Have you seen our hearts? I think we'll survive.
I hope so.
But yeah, that's gonna do it. So thanks to everyone who came out. Just as another reminder for quick housekeeping, we did, as I mentioned earlier in the stream, upload a 10-year anniversary celebration video to the collab channel, Peer League, that we're part of. So check that out. It's kind of a long one, so you can just put that on the background. It's a nice little podcast. We reflect on like all of the stuff we've done over the past 10 years, which is a lot. But that's kind of the big thing to mention there. Outside of that, the usual uploads are going on the main channel. Yesterday was Dead Space, tomorrow some more Majora. And that's pretty much it. You guys got anything to add?
I have
I mean, I really don't have anything until Dead Space next week, so
I think there is one more Korok out here somewhere.
go to bed.
I had to throw that one. All right, it's right here. I will. After one more Korok. Nope. Oh, yeah. Okay, so if that's the case, then yeah, we're going to end it. So thanks everyone who came out, and I'll see you guys back here on Tuesday for some more Age of Calamity. So take care and have a good night, everybody.
Have a good night.
Good night, guys.